Here's the Sherwin-Williams starting lineup tonight. Lenny Dykstra leads off. He'll be in center field. Mickey Morandini bats second, plays second. Ricky Jordan, the first baseman. Dave Hollins at third base. Darren Dalton, the catcher. Pete Incaviglia in right field. Milt Thompson in left field. Mariano Duncan, the shortstop, and Curt Schilling will pitch. We'll be back here at San Diego in just a moment. Diego tonight. Lenny Dykstra leading off, batting at 189, but Lenny is tied for the league lead in walks with 19. The first pitch to Dykstra was a little bit high, ball one. Lenny has stolen 8 bases, and the third baseman against Dykstra always plays shallow. There's a called strike called by Charlie Rutherford, who is the home plate umpire tonight.
The San Diego pitcher tonight is Greg Harris. He throws a rising fastball and got a good curveball. Occasionally he'll mix in a slider and use a changeup, but when he's in trouble, he's going to go with that fastball curveball combination.
And he's been in some trouble. He has given up 5 home runs to lead the National League in that dubious category. There's his best pitch, a curveball. He does have a dandy curve. He missed with that one. But you'll be seeing a lot of Greg Harris's curveball. He's never had much luck against the Phils. He's 1-4 lifetime against the Phillies, and 0-1 last year. Lenny thinks about bunting. The pitch is high, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. I think this is a big ballpark, but in recent years it's become a home runner hitter's park.
Well, I think part of it has to do with the club the San Diego Padres have put on the field the last couple of years. There aren't too many parks that are big enough to hold some of these guys.
They do have a murderer's row in the middle of their lineup, and we'll talk about them more when they come up there. It's a full count on Lenny, and nothing unusual about that. He does make the opposing pitcher work, one of his real strengths.
Yeah, early in the ball game, Lenny's not only going to give himself a chance, but he's also going to give the rest of the guys on the bench a chance to see exactly how Harris is throwing this evening.
They play him straight away, and Lenny hits it back through the middle. It's a base hit right past a diving Gardner, and Lenny Dykstra, who was 0 for 11 coming up to that at bat, has a base hit.
And the ignition man has got this Phillies offense lit again. Gardner goes hard to the middle, but even if he makes that play, he has no chance to throw Dykstra out at first base once he has to stretch out on the outfield grass.
We talked about Lenny's stolen bases as Morandini gets in. Mickey at 238 with a homer, 3 RBIs. Morandini has hit in 7 of the last 8. Had a big ball game Monday night for the Phillies, and then came back and took an 0 for 4 yesterday, and he was really upset about it. He said, as good as I felt Monday, he says, that's how lousy I felt today at the plate. I guess that stroke comes and goes.
It will come and go. There's no doubt about that. I think the big difference we're seeing in Mickey Morandini this year is when the ups and the downs come, he rides them out a lot better. In the past, he would let that affect him, and now he kind of just goes with the flow. He's more confident in his ability and more comfortable in, being in the lineup more often.
And playing an extremely steady second base. Swings through a pitch. 0-2 on Morandini. Ricky Jordan on deck. Greg Harris is 29 years of age from Greensboro, North Carolina. Opposing hitters are batting .274 off Harris, although in 1990 he held right-handed batters to a league low 153 that year, so he can be tough on right-handers. Bouncer, foul ball. McGriff must have known it was going to be foul. He never budged. He never moved a muscle.
That's pretty much confidence right there. That ball was between Mel Roberts in the bag, and McGriff never made a move at all for it.
Dare we say he might not have seen it? I
hope not.
Still 0-2 on Morandini.
If he did not see it, it would explain why his batting average is where it is.
Mickey strikes out. Greg Harris gets his first out on a strikeout.
Jim Riggleman's San Diego defense tonight has the crime dog Fred McGriff at first, Jeff Gardner at second, Craig Shipley at short, and Gary Sheffield at third. Darryl Sherman plays left field, Derek Bell in center, and Tony Gwynn in right. Dan Walters does the catching, and as we already mentioned, Greg Harris is on the mound.
Stepping up, Ricky Jordan. Not too many 500 hitters in baseball, but Ricky is one. He's 5 for 10. Inserted in the lineup yesterday in place of Kruk. He went 3 for 4, including a home run. And Ricky has now hit safely in 20 straight games as a starter. His average during that span, 458. Phillies are really fortunate to have a backup the quality of Ricky Jordan. Ricky chases one out of the strike zone. Ricky starting his first game of the year yesterday. Until that time, Ricky had been strictly a pinch hitter. He's 26 years of age. He is a Californian from Richmond, California, makes his home in Gold River, California. That's low and in. Dykstra has not shown any inclination to run just yet. Maybe he's having a little trouble picking up Harris.
I think early in the game you want to get an idea. You know, Lenny has not seen Harris for a while and wants to get an idea what his move is. He has not thrown to first base, so Lenny has not seen the move to first. I think that's really what he's probably waiting for, to see if he does throw over and get a look at that move.
There he goes. And here's the throw from Walters. It's a good one, and Dykstra is caught. Lenny caught for just the third time. That's an interesting point, Teak. He never had a chance to see the move. Maybe didn't get that good a jump.
Playing a combination of not getting a real good jump at first base. You see he was about a half a beat slow getting off the bag, and then Dan Walters just makes an excellent throw to second base right on the money. Dan Walters does not hit a lot, but he does do a good job behind the plate, and he throws well.
Base is empty with 2 outs, and the 1-2 pitch to Jordan, pounded foul third base side. It remains a ball and 2 strikes on Ricky. The Phillies are 14-5 here in this month of April, tying their best April record ever. In 1979, they were 14-5 with 1 tie, and they have 3 April games remaining, including this one. Curveball, base hit for Jordan. Ricky with hits in 21 straight starts. And had Dykstra been on second, that might have driven him in. Probably would have.
Batting fourth, third baseman number
La Machine,
15,
Ricky Jordan. You throw it over the middle of the plate, he's going to slam it somewhere. This time he takes it through the hole on the right side of the infield. Ricky has improved a little bit in that area too. You know, basically when he first came up, he was a dead pull hitter. Now he does hit the ball with authority the other way. So, you know, even though he hasn't been playing a whole lot, his mechanics at the plate have improved.
Dave Hollins. Dave batting at .247. Hollins in a skid lately, just 1 for his last 17 as he comes up there. And in particular, he's been having trouble with right-handers. He's batting only .182 off the right-handers. Phillies split a 2-game series with these Padres at Veterans Stadium last week. It was to have been a 3-game series. 1 game was rained out. One ball, 1 strike. So far, we have not seen Harris get behind the hitter. It's always the advantageous way for a guy to pitch. Fastball is high. 2 balls and 1 strike on Hollins. This has been a great ballpark for the Phillies over the years. Their winning percentage here at San Diego Jack Murphy Stadium is .532. That's the best of any park where they play outside of Veterans Stadium. Foul ball. 2-2 on Hollins. Talked about Dave not getting many hits lately, but he's been finding ways to knock in runs. He has 11 RBIs over the last 11 games. And Teak, I think that's the amazing thing about these Phillies right now. A lot of guys aren't hitting. The team batting average is down. Obviously, they're getting the key hits.
They're getting hits at the right time, and they're taking the walks, which is a big key too, getting the runners on base.
That's true. Harris misses, and it's a full count.
Everybody thought going into spring training that you know, the Phillies offense was going to generate a lot of runs, and there's one of the guys that were counting on, John Kruk, to generate some of those runs. He's out of the lineup tonight, but you know, the Philly ball club has generated runs, but really hasn't hit the way everybody thought they would. Just imagine what's going to happen when the club does start hitting.
Jordan goes, pitch hit hard to right field. Back goes Gwynn. He's not going to get it, or is he? Yes, he coasts back and gets it. Gwynn looked like he was in trouble, but he was just gliding. He pulls it in for the out. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 man left on base. At the end of the half inning, the Phillies nothing, and the Padres coming up.
This is your world, genuine and true. You're the one who keeps coming through, 'cause you're giving
the Pennsylvania Lottery's Cash 5 will give you all the cash all at once, in one lump sum. All you have to do is pick it up. Cash 5. All the cash all at once. When you win the Pennsylvania Lottery's Cash 5, you'll get all the cash all at once in one lump sum. And won't that feel good? Cash 5. All the cash all at once.
The Sherwin-Williams San Diego starting lineup. Darrell Sherman, the left fielder. Tony Gwynn, the right fielder. Gary Sheffield at third. Fred McGriff at first. Derek Bell in center. Jeff Gardner, the second baseman. Craig Shipley, the shortstop. Dan Walters, the catcher. And pitcher Greg Harris.
And the Phillies defensively this evening have Ricky Jordan at first base, Mickey Morandini at second, Mariano Duncan back in the lineup tonight at shortstop, and Dave Hollins at third. Milt Thompson patrols left field with Lenny Dykstra in center and Pete Incaviglia in right. Darren Dalton behind the plate, and on the mound 6'4", 215-pound right-hander Curt Schilling. This is Kurt's fifth start of the '93 campaign. His last start was this past Friday against the Dodgers at the Vet. That ball game, he pitched a complete game, 5-hit shutout. Was a winning pitcher. In that game, he struck out 9 and only walked 2.
He's really been on a roll. Schilling, 2 complete game shutouts this year. And right-handers right now are batting just a skinny 164 off Schilling. As you know, he led the league last year in opponents' batting average. Last year, opponents hit only 201 against him, and it's 207 right now for the whole league. So he's done an amazing job.
Yeah, the league's really catching on to him.
Yeah, aren't they, though? Yeah.
They're up 6 points.
Darrell Sherman, an outstanding defensive outfielder. A fellow who has blazing speed because of that. Hollins way in on the grass. He might bunt. He comes to the plate with a 259 batting average. He was platooning in the outfield with Plantier. There's a look at how shallow Hollins is, but Plantier was just put on the disabled list with a hamstring injury, which he suffered Sunday, and they were able to bring Kurt Stillwell back off the injured list, although Stillwell is still bothered by a bruised right wrist. How much they can use him right now is not known, but he is on the active list once more. Curt Schilling's lifetime earned run average 3.02. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Sherman. Curt Schilling gives a lot of credit for turning around his career to the Rocket, Roger Clemens, who had a talk with him one day and said, you know, you're a lot better than you've got a lot more talent than what you've shown so far. I don't think you're working hard enough. Here's a ground ball to Duncan back in the lineup. Mariano makes the pickup and the play. And he really let him have it. And Schilling got to thinking about it and realized that there wasn't anything that he was telling him that was going to be of any benefit to Clemens. He was doing this just to help Curt Schilling. And he's a harder worker now.
And when you hear that from a guy like Roger Clemens, he not only does he get people's attention out on the mound, but he'll get your attention during the conversation also.
Tony Gwynn, 4-time batting champion, hitting at 263 right now. Tony with the highest active lifetime batting average of any player in the league, 327. Had a tough series at Veterans Stadium this last time in. Tony's 32 now. This is his 11th year. He's won Gold Gloves 5 of the last 7 years. And he's been a 300 hitter 10 straight years. The last guy to do that in the National League was Stan Musial.
Pretty good company right there.
10 years in a row at about 300. He chased that and strikes out. Schilling gets him on a pitch out of the strike zone. Second out.
And that swing right there, that check swing on that high fastball by Gwynn gives you an indication that Schilling is throwing the ball well this evening. We see right here Schilling, this ball is well out of the strike zone. Normally Tony Gwynn does not swing at pitches out of the strike zone. He has a great percentage of putting the ball in play, but right there that pitch had Gwynn completely fooled.
Gary Sheffield.
So Schilling must have some pretty good stuff this evening.
Well, he appears to. Getting the first 2 outs, and let's see how he attacks Sheffield, who's a terrific hitter. 5 home runs, ties him for second in the league. Leads San Diego in RBIs with a dozen. He calls time. Schilling ready to work, but Schilling was able to get time. Sheffield has always been difficult for the Phillies to get out. His lifetime average against the Phillies is .345. Punch shot right side and a base hit. Sheffield going to try for 2 over to get it in Cavilla. Here's his throw offline just a bit, and it's a double for Sheffield. And he smelled double coming out of the chute. He was really digging down the line and never broke stride.
Well, Pete Incaviglia has to play Sheffield around as a pull hitter to right center field, so Sheffield knows that as soon as this ball gets down the right field line, he's got a pretty good shot at 2. See here the ball slowing down over by the bullpen area. Inky comes up and makes a good strong throw, but really did not have a shot at Sheffield at second base.
Padres have a runner at second with 2 away for Fred McGriff. Fred's struggling lately. He's batting only .181. Padres obviously reluctant to take him out of that cleanup spot, but it really hurts you when your cleanup man is hitting less than 200.
Phillies would be very happy if that struggle lasts for about 2 more days, because you know eventually the crime dog's going to come out of this. And when he does, somebody's going to pay big time.
Yeah, that's for sure. Maybe it'll just last 24 hours because the Phillies are playing 2 games here in 24 hours. So that's all. Day game tomorrow. We'll have it for you on Sports Channel starting at 4 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. That's a strike. 2 balls and a strike to McGriff. He's had 5 straight years of 30 or more home runs. He was the home run champ in the league last year with 35. Schilling gets that by him 2-2. He does have good stuff.
You can tell early in this ball game the way these Padres are swinging Kurt Schilling ball. They are not, number 1, picking it up, and number 2, it's getting up on them pretty quick. Good indicator early that Kurt is on top of his game again.
Low and a full count on Fred McGriff. Derek Bell, the on-deck hitter. McGriff out of Tampa, Florida, 29 years of age. And the first player in the modern era to win the home run title in both leagues. He led the American League in '89 when he had 36. Last year 35 for the Padres. It skips on through Dalton. Over to third base goes Sheffield. It's a base on balls for McGriff, and the Padres have first and third.
Fastball by Schilling. We're saying that his ball's exploding. Dutch just not able to get the glove quite all the way down to the ground. He has the glove down, but it hits right in the web of the glove. You can see how hard Schilling is throwing. He took that glove and just turned it right back underneath Dutch's legs, and the ball scored it through the backstop.
Charged with a pass ball is Dalton to allow the runner to go to third. And now Schilling will have to try to get Derek Bell, and he has been a hot hitter. Bell is among the league leaders in slugging percentage, .578. That's 5th in the league. 5 homers and 11 runs batted in for Derek Bell, acquired in trade from Toronto for Darren Jackson. He takes a strike. Those Toronto Blue Jays were playing the Phillies. A late season exhibition game at Jack Russell Memorial Stadium in Clearwater, and he was in the lineup that day and had to be scratched just when that trade was made.
Only momentarily in the lineup that day.
Kurt Schilling got the first 2 outs. Then Gary Sheffield got the opposite field double. McGriff's walk with the pass ball has runners at first and third. Well, that stuff is exploding, isn't it? Darren had trouble with that.
Hitters and catchers both right now. Whew.
One the count. 1-2. Derek Bell unable to time that one properly. Derek with Toronto last year scored the winning run in Game 4 versus Oakland in the League Championship Series. He had one World Series plate appearance, and he scored a run. He was on base, he walked, and he was on base when Ed Sprague hit that pinch hit home run in Game 6. One and two on Derek Bell, 24 years old. Yeah, he got him. He got him all right. Breaking ball found the strike zone for his second strikeout. And the Padres are down. No runs. One hit, they leave two. And at the end of one, 0-0.
There's a new feeling sweeping the state, peace of mind. Because now people who couldn't afford health coverage can get special care from Blue Cross and Blue Shield. It's the most affordable coverage available to families and individuals who earn too much for Medicaid but can't afford coverage on their own. If you're uninsured, your peace of mind is just a phone call away. Call 1-800-248-5200.
For all the thousands of words already written about the revolutionary Dodge Intrepid, Automobile Magazine managed to sum it up in just 4. Intrepid. This changes everything.
People who go to a Phillies game have fun, and the ones who seem to have the most fun are the ones who get full or part season tickets. They know they've got good seats, so they don't have to scramble or wait in line. Get the best seats with the least hassle with full or part season tickets. And you can get guaranteed box seats for 13 games for just $130. For more information on all the 1993 season ticket plans, call 463-5000.
Not too late to get season tickets, even though the season is underway. And just a reminder that since the season has begun, all the plans have been prorated. So don't keep on waiting. All the summer excitement is well underway. Call the Phillies for your season tickets, 463-5000, and get all the details. Second inning, Darren Dalton leads it off. Darren at 250. This is the one park in the National League in which Darren has never hit a home run. Facing Greg Harris, and here is a high infield pop-up on the left side. Sheffield calls. He's out. That'll bring to the plate Pete Incaviglia. I think he's really helped lately. He's been in the lineup on an everyday basis for the last 4 ball games. And he has 8 RBIs in those last 4 games while batting at .375. A reminder that Cento Italian Food Products rooting for the Phillies again this season, and for every Phillies home run, Cento donates $200 to the Philadelphia Child Guidance Clinic. Cento has a full quality line of Italian tomatoes, all-purpose crushed tomatoes, tomato puree, Italian peeled tomatoes. High drive, center field. It is caught. Derek Bell racing back and grabbing it with little room to go. Very little.
Well, I think he hits his ball to the deepest part of the ballpark, just about as far as you can. He has Bell up against the wall with his back, but about 3 feet short. I think he gave it a good ride. He just picked the wrong part of the ballpark to hit it to.
So Inky takes a seat, and here's Milt Thompson. Curveball for a strike. Milt batting at 180, no homers, 7 runs batted in. Missed with, he got the corner with that curveball. I got to get used to Relaford. He's a little bit of a slow call.
Charlie wants to think them out a little bit before he makes the call.
1-2. Milt says he's feeling better. He says, my hands feel like they're right now. And he said that wasn't the case for a while. He says the hits are just around the corner.
Well, hitting is like anything else. The first thing you have to do is feel comfortable and feel like you can hit. You know, it's such a mental thing. And when you're uncomfortable, you just fight everything.
Harris gets that curveball by him or changeup and strikes him out. That's Harris's second strikeout. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel. Phillies down in order. We move to the bottom of the second. 0-0.
My Uncle Ernie loves the Phillies, but he's such a lousy driver, he can never make it to the vet to see him play. He even got his insurance canceled trying. So to get Uncle Ernie off the road and into Veterans Stadium, we got him Prism.
Kruk, Dykstra, Dalton. The Phillies are gearing up for an exciting season, and Prism has 45 games from Veterans Stadium. To order Prism, dial 1-800-CABLE-ME. Call now and get installation for only $4.95 or a free upgrade.
I can't believe Uncle Ernie makes his living as a driving instructor.
You, sir.
Yeah, I'll have a Coca-Cola.
You sure you want a Coke?
Yeah, I want a Coke.
Okay, pal.
How did you order a Coke?
It tastes good.
Didn't care if it was a Coke. You just want a
I'll just have a cola. I'll just have a cola. I'll just have a cola.
Need a drink, sir?
I'll just have a...
You'll just have a...
I'll just have a Coke.
Ooh.
Hear that, guys? A Coca-Cola. See ya, pal. Oh.
She's an assistant bank manager, a real go-getter. But tonight, she's Sally Camp, pizza delivery girl. You see, Sally thinks she has to drive to get great pizza. It's like she's working for the local pizzeria. Come on, Sally. Wake up and smell the mozzarella. Call Pizza Hut Delivery for delicious piping hot pizza. And right now, get a large Neapolitan pizza for $6.99 or 2 for $10.99. Hey, Sal, get off the road and phone it in. Why pick up? Pizza Hut delivers.
Sunday, May 9th, Phillies and the Cardinals 135, and on that day a terrific red and white umbrella for all women 15 and over featuring the Phillies logo, compliments of MAB Paints, a brand new gift item. So make your plans to come to the vet and order your tickets by phone. The number is 463-1000 or stop by the Vet Stadium ticket office. Jeff Gardner is at the plate for San Diego in this scoreless game. Gardner platooning at second base with Tim Tuffle. Ball and a strike on Gardner. He'll be followed by Craig Shipley and Dan Walters as the Padres hit in the second. Padres stranded 2 in the first inning. Gardner's playing with a non-displaced fractured nose. He suffered that on the 14th of April, but he's able to play. Got it while fielding a ground ball in pregame practice.
Supposed to use the glove.
That's the objective. Fouled away.
Those glove companies, they give you those nice pieces of equipment to use, and you're supposed to use your face to block those ground balls.
Cincinnati defeated Pittsburgh tonight 4-2, even though the Pirates out-hit the Reds 11-5. Tim Pugh won the game, his second. Dave Otto took the loss. He's 1-2. And Jeff Reardon came in to save it. Bouncing ball to Morandini. Over to first for the out. Reardon's throwing a knuckleball now, Teague.
Yeah, he's added a knuckleball to his repertoire. He says he'd messed around with it the last couple of years, and this year he decided to go ahead and put it into game action.
Batting 7.
2 Reds home runs tonight, Joe Oliver and Bobby Kelly. Here's Craig Shipley, the shortstop. Shipley's batting .226, but he's hitting .348 lifetime against the Phillies. Shipley and Kurt Stillwell were in a spring training battle for the shortstop job, and Shipley won it.
Stillwell got hurt.
Yeah, right after the decision was made. Schilling's tying a shoelace. That's why we have a little extra time here. Shipley is just the second Australian to play in the major leagues, and the last guy was right around the turn of the century, Joe Quinn. Another play for Mickey. He's up to the challenge, 2 outs. Catcher Dan Walters coming up.
Batting 8th, catcher number 11, Dan Walters.
Padres got him from Houston. Walters at .204. Last year, when they knew they were not going to be able to keep Santiago, they started playing Walters even when Benito was still here, just to see what this guy had, to see whether they'd be able to go with him as their #1 catcher, and I guess he answered their questions.
A good defensive catcher. Struggles a little bit at the plate. Big guy, but you know, the strength of his game is in his defensive part of the game, not the offensive part.
Shot to left field. Back goes Thompson. He's got it. Walters gave it a ride, but Thompson was there, and down go the Padres, and at the end of 2, it's 0-0. How about you?
You can feel it deep inside. You're the one with a real sense of pride, and you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your. Proud to be your bud.
Some people will only go to Texaco. Why?
Why? Are you kidding? Look at this cab. It's as clean as my fuel injectors.
System 3 gasoline helps restore performance to older models. I know about that. And Doritos. Ha ha!
Everybody gets what they want. Tommy gets pretzels, Dawn gets juice, Van gets System 3.
Visit your Texaco station and Food Mart for unbeatable System 3 gasolines and so much more.
I always come here to fill up. Thank you. Thank you very much.
When Bob borrowed a lawnmower, all he got was short grass. When Bob borrowed hedge clippers, all he got was nice shrubs. When Bob borrowed a ladder, all he got was red shutters. When Bob borrowed a hose, all he got was wet. But when Bob borrowed money, he got free banking services. The Mellon PSFS Smart Accounts. The package accounts for people who borrow as well as save.
Sunday afternoon, May 23rd at 1:35, the Phillies battle the Expos. And children 14 and under get a really great-looking equipment bag free. Compliments of Super Pretzel. Now, there's a twist. To order tickets, call 463-1000.
Padres skipper Jim Riggleman with his pitching coach Mike Rourke. Watching this 0-0 ball game move into the 3rd now with Mariano Duncan to lead it off for the Phillies. Mariano back in the lineup after missing a game because of a bum right knee that he hurt at the vet the other night. Mariano was funny. He said the next morning he woke up, he had hurt his right knee. He said when I woke up the left knee hurt.
Got one of those traveling injuries.
I guess.
Slept on the wrong side.
But today both knees are fine. He's hitting .295. Harris with that curveball. Kansas City knocked off Toronto tonight 5-3. Mark Gardner won that game with a save for Jeff Montgomery, his 6th. Scott Brow took the loss, his first decision.
Come on, Mario.
Little topper. Walters out. Decides to make the play. He could have let that go foul. It was going to go foul, but Walters felt that he would get Duncan, and he was right. Pitcher Kurt Schilling will now bat.
Pitcher number 38, Kurt Schilling.
Kurt is 0 for 8. But he's put the ball in play. He struck out just once. He's a 147 lifetime hitter. Boston defeated Oakland tonight, or today I guess that was. 3-1 is the final there. Here's a bouncer to second base. Gardner has it. One pitch gets Schilling, 2 down. I'm gonna have trouble getting these scores in if these guys keep doing this.
Pick up the pace.
Frank Viola won that ball game for the Bo Sox. He's 4-1. Jeff Russell saved it his 4th. Bob Welch took the loss. He's 2-2. Dykstra and Lenny broke an 0 for 11 with a single his first time up. Lenny bats here with the bases empty and 2 outs. Phillies just starting a West Coast trip, 7-gamer. Following here, they'll play the weekend in Los Angeles, 3 games, and then 2 in San Francisco.
Ready.
Greg Harris lost his last start. That was Friday at New York, defeated by the Mets 6-1. He didn't pitch badly, but he gave up 2 home runs. He only gave up 4 hits and 7 in the 3rd innings, but the 2 were long balls.
You mentioned earlier that Harris had given up 5 home runs already this year. Over the last 2 seasons, he's given up 29 in 251 innings. And what you want to look for tonight is 23 of those 29 were hit by left-handers. So We talked about how he dominates the right-handed hitters, but he does have problems with the left-handed hitters. So keep an eye on the Philly left-handed bats this evening.
Teague, not that this question can be answered, but if you were to guess, would you think that the majority of them were hit off that curveball or not?
Probably hanging curveballs. You know, a hanging curveball to a right-hander, at least it's still moving away from him. A left-handed hitter, a hanging curveball, it's not only staying up in the zone and it's off speed, but it's just sort of drifting into him and allows him to pull it with authority.
1-2 on Lenny. Greg Harris. You know, the Phillies had a pitcher by the name of Greg Harris. This is not the same guy. That Greg Harris now pitches for the Bo Sox. Ironically, they both have that big looping curveball, probably the best pitch for each of the Greg Harrises.
Maybe there's two of them.
Maybe there is only one. This is a fly ball out into right field. Tony Gwynn coming on, makes the catch. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel. We move to the bottom half of the third inning. It's 0-0.
Baseball. Phillies baseball. Dykstra, Dalton, Hollins, Kruk. The home team. The home field. Comedy. Fatal Passion. Material Girls. True Love. Paths to Freedom. The best movie of the year. Home Team Sports. Great movies. Prism. One channel, 1 month, 1 call. Make it now.
Right now, Chase is sending millions of hard-working Americans a little reward. The opportunity to get a Chase Manhattan credit card with a low variable rate and the chance to consolidate your high-interest balances onto one low-rate card. Ours. So send in your pre-approved application. It'll be the easiest thing you've done all day. Chase Manhattan. Profit from the experience.
Phillies baseball on Sports Channel is brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers, who reminds you friends know when to say when. By your local Dodge dealers, come in today because we know how to help. By Pizza Hut. Call Pizza Hut Delivery now and have your pizza by the 6th inning. It's always a little chilly here in the evening, but very, very pleasant. They have, I guess you could best describe it as benign weather in San Diego. It's never too hot, never too cold, just always not too far from just perfect.
Just about perfect is exactly right. San Diego, one of the greatest climates in the States.
Pitcher Greg Harris to lead it off. He has 1 hit this year. It's a double. He's 1 for 8. Lifetime average of .089. Then the top of the order, Darryl Sherman and Tony Gwynn. Typical pitcher's defense here. They're not that deep in the outfield, and they're swung around to the opposite way. Tend to relax when the opposing pitcher's up there leading off the inning like this. I mean, you don't try to do it mentally, but can it be a letdown in a way? Base hit for him. Harris singles up the middle. That's the Padres' second hit.
What do you do when the pitcher's up there? You have a tendency to just say all you have to do is throw the ball over the plate, and you just relax a little bit, and you end up behind in the count as Kurt did here. Makes a pretty good pitch. It's down in the strike zone, but Harris able to bounce it up the middle right over Schilling's head into center field. So it wasn't hit well, but it was well placed.
Putting the jacket on. And it's tough when your pitcher leads off the inning with a hit because now you've got the real hitters coming up and there's already a guy on base. Phillies look for a double play. Would be tough with this guy. This Sherman can really run. 0 for 1 tonight. It was a ground ball to Duncan. He's around to bunt with Gwynn, Sheffield, and McGriff coming up, and that makes a lot of sense.
And Sherman was not in the mode for a sacrifice bunt there. He was try to dump one down and try to beat it out. So trying to serve 2 purposes. Number 1, if they do throw him out at first base, he still gets Harris at second base, or down to second base. You see David Hollins in at third base, way in.
Takes a strike.
The other thing that happens when Sherman chose the bunt is we see Bruce Bochy going through the sign stand at third base for the Padres. It brings Hollins up, and that opens up that left side of the infield. So if he slashes the ball on the left side on the ground with Hollins up that far, he's not going to be able to cut off too much.
Hollins stays short. There's a pop-up just back of the infield. Duncan ranging back, but Thompson makes the call and the catch. First out.
So Sherman going that way, he just did not get the ball on the ground. He had the right direction, but hit the ball up near Milt Thompson easily. Because he's playing in shallow in left field, easily comes in and makes the catch.
Tony Gwynn struck out first time up. Baltimore beat Minnesota 8-4. Twins have lost 6 in a row now, and the Orioles broke their 3-game losing streak. Cal Ripken hit a 3-run homer. Also had a single in that ball game. Runner goes, and it's foul back.
Jim Riggleman electing to start his pitcher on the bases. Kind of strange early in the ball game. Usually you try to conserve the energy for your pitcher. You don't want him running around the bases. We talked earlier about Gwynn and his ability to put the bat on the ball. Padres been struggling a little bit offensively. Decides, well, maybe we can get some movement even if we have to use our pitcher.
Or he missed a sign, because you notice that Dan Radisson, the first base coach, went and had a little chat with him right after that happened. That is also possible. 0-2 on Gwynn.
Pitchers normally only know one sign anyway. That's the bunt.
Tony gets a piece of it.
I can honestly say that my 15 years in the big leagues, I can't remember the bunt sign or the steal sign from any of the clubs that I was on.
You're probably right the first time. You can't remember that bunt sign either.
Well, I knew that one.
0-2 on one of the league's best hitters. Schill wants the signs run once more by Dalton. Hard hit ball stopped by Hollins. He caught it in the air. Throw to first base. It's a double play. Nice play by Hollins to catch it and then get it over to first ahead of Harris. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left after 3, 0-0.
For all the thousands of words already written about the revolutionary Dodge Intrepid, Automobile Magazine managed to sum it up in just 4. Intrepid. This changes everything.
Mark your calendars now, because we've got great fun, great baseball on the way. The Phillies play the Cardinals Friday, May 7th, Saturday, May 8th, and Sunday afternoon, May 9th at 1:35. When women 15 and over get a good-looking umbrella free. Then it's the Pirates Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, May 10th, 11th, and 12th, all at 7:35. Reserve your tickets in advance. Call 463-1000.
Well, if you've been thinking about joining us at Phillies Dream Week in next February in Clearwater Beach, you better call now and get all the details on how you can take the field with Boa, Lazinski, Cash, even me. It's a magical week of baseball, fun and memories that will last for a lifetime. The number is 215-938-1200. That's 215-938-1200 for Phillies Dream Week. You can call right now.
I'll attest to that the Teak Wood is a fun guy. And like I said last year, he might even buy you a beer in addition to teaching you all about baseball on the field.
We have all kinds of activities in Dream Week.
That's right. It's a full week of full activities. Morandini leading off the Phillies' 4th inning. Here's a ground ball backhanded by Gardner. He got him. Mickey's bid to get it through denied by Gardner.
Earlier, Gardner went up the middle and had a dive, could not come up with the ball, and Dykstra this time he was able to get over on Morandini, makes the play easily.
Oh, that's 8 in a row retired by Harris. Here's the last guy to reach, Ricky Jordan. Ricky got a 2-out single in the first inning. And Ricky is now a .545 hitter. We know that some of you conceivably might be leaving us as we go through the action tonight, and as much as it's a little later back home than it is here, so we do want to remind you that should you nod off or whatever, we will be back at 4 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow with the second and final game of this series right here on Sports Channel. And here's a curveball, foul ball. Frank Seminara is going to pitch the game for San Diego, and maybe they're lucky that he's still the scheduled starter, because here yesterday he was hitting the back of the head by a line drive while he was throwing some balls in the bullpen. Shipley was at the plate in batting practice and hit him with a line drive right in the head down to the bullpen. They said, look out, and he turned around just in time to get conked. He was down for a couple of minutes, they said, but he did not lose consciousness.
Just trying to get a little work in between starts, and look what happened. Your own players are blasting balls at you. It's a tough game.
Close, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jordan. Harris doesn't want that one. He wants one that he can throw that curveball better with. Padres have another pitcher, Harris, Gene Harris, and he's their closer. That guy can really throw. He throws in the 90s. There's the curveball and a base hit for Jordan. We may never see that John Kruk again. Lou Gehrig.
We know how this Philly ball club is. You know there's a couple comments going on on the bench right now. Good curveball by Harris and a good spot down and away. Ricky out on the front foot a little bit, but extends those arms and able to pull it through the hole on the left side. When you're hot, you can hit anything. When you're not, no chance.
Ricky 2 for 2, and that'll bring to the plate Dave Hollins.
There's Wally Pipp.
No, I'm not worried. No.
We know somebody's talking to him about it.
Here's Hollins. Dave takes low and in, ball 1. He hit a ball hard first time up, but Tony Gwynn was able to get all the way back on the track in right center field to catch that ball. Dykstra was in that thing there for a while where he's hitting every ball on the button, but somebody was catching it.
Bad direction, that's called.
From a hitter's point of view, though, that's a whole lot better than not meeting the ball soundly.
Getting jammed, popping up, that'll drive you crazy. I mean, hitting them right at somebody is tough. But when you're getting jammed every time, that's really tough, because not only are you embarrassed because you're out, but your hands are hurting, your bats are broken. There's not a whole lot to salvage out of those kind of at-bats.
Yeah, and you think guys make fun of you. Normally, they really make fun of them. Hollins rips it. Base hit for Hollins. Is it going to get through? It does get through. Here's Jordan coming around. Ricky's going to score. Hollins at second base. He's got a double, and the Phillies lead 1-0. Hollins 1 for 18 as he gaps that double for the Phillies' first run.
Catcher
I mentioned David Hollins struggling at the plate. Gets a fastball right down the middle of the plate, a little bit toward the outside. Neither Tony Gwynn nor Derek Bell has a chance to catch up to it till it runs all the way out against the outfield wall. Once Bell runs it down, too late. Jordan was off at the crack of the bat. He knew it was in the gap. Score standing up.
Darren Dalton's at the plate. Time called. So Dave Hollins drives in his 14th run, and the Phillies lead 1-0 in the 4th. Dalton popped up his first time around at the third baseman Sheffield. We're going to try the old reverse black cat tonight. Reminding you once again that Darren Dalton has hit a home run in every National League park except this one. Darren tied for the league lead in walks. He has 19, as does Dykstra.
We just saw that ball by David Holland shooting up the gap. You have to remember that this is a grass field in here in San Diego, but it's cut so short it's almost like AstroTurf. It's one of the quicker grass fields I've ever seen.
Certainly no resemblance at all to what you have at Wrigley Field. McGriff will make that play. That's out number 2. Hollins takes third base. So it's up to Incaviglia.
Right fielder, Pete Incaviglia.
Inky hit it right on the button first time up, but he forgot to pull it or push it. He hit it right dead center field, and it was caught right against the fence by Bell. Inky with 8 runs batted in just in this brief time that he's been playing the last couple of days. He has 13 for the year, but 8 during this little stretch here. 5th day in a row he's been in the lineup.
Jim Fregosi made the comment in spring training that when Incaviglia gets hot, he can carry a ball club, and he's looks like he could be in the beginning of one of those streaks right now, because he hits for about 3 weeks in a row. He will just catch fire and just bomb balls all over the place.
Pop up, foul, and right smack in front of us. And I've been a little bolder. Could have caught that one, Teak.
I noticed you didn't call me off of it.
No, I just kind of let you have all the room you needed.
Yeah, well, that was just a little too far out in front. I'll let that one pass. I'm sure somebody downstairs appreciated it when it bounced down to him.
Inky swings and foul tips it. 1 ball and 2 strikes on him. Wes Chamberlain will be able to play again tomorrow. Wes has been bothered by a strained left groin, but he should be okay by tomorrow. The thinking is. Here's a pop foul back the same spot. Look out, just a little further in front of us. We're getting peppered in here tonight. You normally think of San Diego as being a place where you're way upstairs, but they're coming after us here tonight. This is not fair. I mean,
first one's out here on the ledge. The next one's about 3 feet out there. They're trying to stretch me out, I think, and get me to fall right on out of this booth. Inky's got us pretty well zeroed in.
I think. I asked Jim Fregosi before the game whether John Kruk could pinch hit tonight, and he said he could.
Well, I'll tell you what, I saw Chamberlain swing the bat in batting practice. He can too.
Yeah, well, that's right. This pitch is high. The thinking is that maybe Kruk can be back in the lineup as early as Sunday. However, by the time it gets to be Sunday, maybe they won't be talking that way, because Monday's a day off, and I know Jim always likes to give the player the extra day when he can. So then again, the other hand, Candlestick Park on Tuesday night, not a place to come back when you're trying to get over a muscle pull.
Well, the other factor in there too is how well Ricky Jordan is playing. I mean, as long as Jordan is playing well and you're not losing the offense with Kruk out of there, take the couple extra days and make sure that he is 100% before you put him back in.
That's right. 3-2 pitch to Incaviglia. Got that curveball. Harris will throw that curveball anytime, any place. Chamberlain. He was hot too before that injury occurred.
Well, I'll tell you what, it didn't affect his stroke any missing a couple of days, because he was pounding him in BP.
Inky tires of waiting. He gets time. Phillies lead 1-0. We're in the 4th. Talked about the Padre pitcher tomorrow. They'll be going with Frank Seminara. Danny Jackson pitches for the Phils tomorrow. 4 o'clock Eastern time. Cardinals are ahead of Colorado tonight. That's 4-2 St. Louis there in the 5th inning. Houston beat the Cubs 6-1. And Florida beat Atlanta 3-1 tonight. Kurt Schilling doing a nice job. He now with a 1-0 lead. Incaviglia base hit, 2-0 Phillies. Holland scores. Incaviglia drives in another run. There's another guy that's going to be tough to get out of the lineup.
Left fielder, Neil Thompson.
Inky finally got that fastball. Harris had thrown a couple curveballs, 3-2. Has to finally throw a fastball. Doesn't want to throw 3 in a row. Throws it down the middle, and Inky just sends it right back up the middle.
Milt Thompson, ground ball hit to Shipley. Shipley plays to second for a force out to end the inning, but the Phillies are on the board. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 left. Go to the last of the fourth. 2-0 Phils.
Major League Baseball Home Video proudly presents Centennial, over 100 years of Philadelphia Phillies baseball. This special video captures the passion and excitement that is shared by the Phillies and their fans. Relive all the joy and fun of 1950 and the beloved Whiz Kids. And who will ever forget the magical year of 1980 when the Phillies won it all? A must for every Phillies fan, Centennial has the history, the fun, and the hustle of Philadelphia baseball. To order for just $19.95 plus $4 shipping, send check or money order to this address. Or use your credit card and call 1-800-255-9200. That's 1-800-255-9200.
Upper Deck asked a few average card collectors whose cards they collect.
I collect Steve Young. I collect endorsements.
I collect back doctors,
Surgeons. Rings.
I collect fines. I just collect fishing lures. The musky dingbat.
Dingbat.
I have a 56 powder blue Chevy.
Powder blue.
A Ferrari.
I collect Reggie.
Rolls Royce. Reggie. Really? Not. Yeah. The smooth. Original interior, original carpet, drives like a dream.
Friday, May 21st at 7:35, the Phillies play the Montreal Expos, and you can win an instant vacation. Compliments of Rosenbluth Travel and guest quarters, no purchase necessary. For more information and to reserve your tickets, call 463-1000.
Here's a hot hitter, Gary Sheffield. He is 8 for his last 16, including a double tonight. This pop foul is out of play. Phillies lead at 2-0 as the Padres hit here in the fourth. Padres, needless to say, have not been drawing as well as they did last year. This town not reacting all that well to the fact that the Padres went through a purge of their roster, shall we say, basically because of budgetary reasons. Talking with Mike Sosha on the field before the ball game. Mike injured and on the DL right now, but he was telling me, he says, you know, I think a lot of people are selling this team short. We don't have the players we had last year, but these are pretty good players here, and he particularly likes their bullpen. Sheffield is out on a fly to Incaviglia, 1 down in the fourth. He thinks that the Padre bullpen is highly underrated.
Well, a lot of times you have changes and you have people come in that you don't recognize the names. You automatically assume right away that therefore they are not good players, but not always the case. Never seen Mike sitting on the bench. I'm sure he's anxious to get back in the lineup.
Fred McGriff at the plate. Freddie drew a walk first time around. The only batter that Schilling has walked tonight. He said his shoulder is feeling better. He said every spring my arm hurts. In spring training, he said, but this year it just never really cleared up. That's a fair ball. Nice play by Jordan. Ricky comes to the bag. You know, Ricky can field pretty well. He can pick a lot of balls out of the dirt too. He saves other infielders' errors quite a bit of the time. His one flaw, as you pointed out earlier, is the fact that he just can't throw to help himself at all.
Yeah, McGriff hits his ball pretty solidly right down the line, but Ricky playing McGriff to pull in good position, watches the ball all the way into his glove, and from that point on, it's an easy play. But you're right, Ricky has good hands, and you know, you think of first base as an offensive position, but Ricky has the ability to put that offense and the defense together, and got a real nice soft set of hands, not only for catching ground balls, but as you mentioned, throws in the dirt. He's very good at pulling the ball out of the dirt.
Derek Bell did not catch up with Schilling's fastball there. He was called out on strikes to end the first inning. That's the last strikeout Schilling has. Jumps ahead of Bell, 0-2. Fastball up, tried to get him to chase it. 1-2. Curt Schilling's 5th start. 2 complete game shutouts already. Like Bell was right on that one. 2-2.
Now, when you see a hitter now that he was that outside fastball and it was in a pretty good spot, Bell had a pretty good whack at it. Good possibility that Dalton may want to go back to the inside now if he's looking outside that far. There he goes.
Bell couldn't get his arms out on that one. And that's a fly ball to Incaviglia to end the inning. So down go the Padres in order. We finished 4 tonight. 2-0 Phillies.
This is your world, genuine and true. You're the one who keeps coming through, 'cause you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your. Proud to be your bud.
May I help you, sir?
Yeah, I'll have a Coca-Cola.
You sure you want a Coke?
Yeah, I want a Coke.
Okay, pal.
How did you order a Coke?
It tastes good.
I didn't care if it was a Coke. You just want
I'll just have a cola. I'll just have a cola. I'll just have a cola.
Need a drink, sir?
I'll just have a.
You'll just have a.
I'll just have a Coke.
Ooh.
Hear that, guys? A Coca-Cola.
See ya, pal.
Oh.
When you move into a new house, little things are going to come up. Unexpected things. Things the previous owner forgot to mention. So to make your new house a home, turn to the book with more choices. It can even help if you want to get out of the house for a while. Bet you'll learn Bella Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 use it. No other book can match it. A Bella Panting Company.
Mariano Duncan on the first pitch of the 5th inning grounds out to shortstop. Shipley makes the play, so there's one out with the Phillies leading by a 2-0 score here in the 5th inning. Kurt Schilling is the batter. Schilling 0 for 1. He grounded out to second. Takes that curve for a strike. Those Tigers have a 5-1 lead over Texas in the 8th inning tonight. Seattle 2-0 over Cleveland there in the 5th. The Yankees in California scoreless tonight in the 4th inning. Angels off to a terrific start. Well, nice leaping grab by Harris. He picked Schilling.
Well, Harris bounced one over Schilling's head the first time into center field. Kurt tries to return the favor, but Harris able to just get up and catch the ball right in the top of his glove. Then very calmly takes his time and makes a good throw to first base. Kurt almost with a little turnabout his fair play, but didn't quite get it over Harris's head.
Harris had been 2 inches shorter. That would have been a base hit. Lenny Dykstra 1 for 2 this evening. Mentioned earlier that Florida beat Atlanta tonight 3-1. The winner in that game was Bob McClure, his first victory. Brian Harvey earned a save. Harvey has 7 saves for the Marlins. Steve Bedrosian took the loss. The Rock is 0-2. In Houston's 6-1 win over Chicago, Greg Swindell picked up the victory there. He's 4-1. Jose Guzman took the loss. He's 3-2. A home run for Houston's Ken Caminiti, his 3rd of the year. The Twins' Pedro Munoz had 2 home runs tonight, but still Baltimore defeated Minnesota 8-4. And for Munoz, they were the first 2 home runs he's hit. Cal Ripken also had one. Cal's 2nd of the year. On the ground, but Gardner moves over to plug the hole. And Dykstra is out. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel. Phillies go 1-2-3. It's 2-0 Phillies in the bottom of the fifth.
Major League Baseball home video presents baseball's funniest bloopers. Hey fans, you'll be bowled over by this highly revealing romp. Then we'll sprinkle in some bite-sized fun, just enough to tickle your funny bone. Now, if you want to sink your teeth into baseball's funniest bloopers, just call this number and order. Baseball's funniest bloopers is 35 minutes of laughter and a whole lot of Major League mess-ups. So pick one up today. If you're a rookie squirt, ask for help. Ouch! If you're a Major League squirt, grab a pen and paper. Any paper. To order for just $19.95 plus $4 shipping, send check or money order to this address. Or use your credit card and call 1-800-255-9200. That's 1-800-255-9200.
In a game rich with traditions, Sherwin-Williams has created one of its own by preserving and protecting the national shrines of our national pastime. This is the paint of the pros, and it's the choice of millions of fans at home. And while your town may not have a big league ballpark in it, it does have a big league paint store. The pros know. Ask Sherwin-Williams.
Phillies baseball on Sports Channel is brought to you by your Quality Plus Ford dealer. Get great deals on 5 of the 10 best-selling cars and trucks in America during the Great American Ford Sales Event at your Quality Plus Ford dealer. By Nationwide Insurance. Nationwide is on your side. Your Nationwide agent in Aston is John DeMeglio. By Jiffy Lube, America's favorite oil change. Phillies have a 2-0 lead. We're in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Gardner is leading off for San Diego. He grounded out to second his only time up tonight. Gardner, Shipley, and Walters to square off against Schilling, who's held the Padres to 2 hits. One thing about Schilling, he completes so many games that you give him the chance to do that when he's capable of it. He likes to do it. A flare. It's a fair ball. Going to go into the Padre bullpen. Thompson has to dig it out. 2-base hit for Gardner. That ball just barely fair, and the Padres have their second extra base hit.
For one of the rare times tonight, Schilling falls behind in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Just about 6 inches inside the line. Now you see the Padres bullpen, they scatter because they know, anything can happen down there. They got those benches down there. Mildy has to make the throw over the top of the stands back into third bases.
So the fans ducking. That's an unusual shot, isn't it? When player
ball goes over stands back into play.
Yeah. Here's Shipley. He cues one the opposite way. Caught by Jordan. Diving stop by Jordan. Great play.
We're just talking about Ricky not only being an offensive player, and watch this one. Off the end of the bat, toward the hole in right center field. Jordan completely stretched out. Catches the ball right in the web, turns the ball over, and shows it to the umpire. I got it.
Nice
Great
going.
play by Ricky Jordan.
Look at the dirt all over his arm.
He's got something in his eye, but the big point is he had the baseball.
The hitter now is Walters, the catcher. Hit one to the track in left field for his time up. Guy obviously has some power. Walters is a big guy, but never been known as a power hitter. Walters last year at Las Vegas batted .394. Walters lives here in San Diego.
Saying that Walters is a big guy is an understatement. 6'4", 230 pounds. That's a lot of catcher right there.
He looks like a catcher should look.
He looks like a building should look.
mentioned that the Padres got him from Houston. Craig Biggio probably took one look at him and said, now I know why I'm a second baseman.
Makes about 3 of Biggio.
Dodgers got a run in the second. They lead Montreal 1-0. Foul back. The Mets are playing up at Candlestick Park. They are in the 3rd inning of a 0-0 game. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Dan Walters. Padres backup catcher is Bob Guerin. He had a home run at Veterans Stadium last week off Terry Mulholland in a 2-1 win for San Diego. Out of play.
Hurt for the second time tonight, having to go back behind the mound to retie that shoe. He's working so hard, he's jumping right out of those shoelaces. That's when you're putting some torque on that leg, when you're jumping right out of your shoe.
And he's doing it too.
And that's the bad leg. That's the foot on the bad leg. It's just about completely mended now.
That stress fracture, which he didn't even like to talk about, it certainly hasn't affected his pitching.
No.
You know, he told us in spring training it's not going to affect. Everybody thought that it would. He was right.
He said all it's going to do is hurt a little bit. So that doesn't bother me.
Keeps him off the links. That does bother him.
That does bother him.
Keeps him from running. That doesn't bother him. Puts him on a bicycle. That probably bothers him, but he's got to do it.
But what would bother him the most is not being able to get on the mound. That would bother him.
Before Dr. Marone got to Florida, he was examined by another physician in Florida who told him you're going to have to stay off your leg for 6 weeks. Kurt said, you don't understand. I've got this pitching assignment in Houston. Second night of the year. He pitched it and won it. Well, now he runs a full count here on Walters with Gardner at second. Got the pitcher coming up next. Phillies on top 2-0 in the 5th. Padres have done a pretty good job lately. They've won 7 of their last 10 games, and should they win this one tonight, they would be at 500 for the first time all year. They're 9-10. Struck him out. 3rd strikeout for Schilling. His first strikeout since the opening inning.
Kurt had been throwing a lot of pitches away from Walters. Here he comes back with the fastball on the inside part of the plate. He has no chance. You can see in that replay right there. The ball is by him. You can see by the reaction. He says, outside, 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 3-2, inside.
You pitchers are tricky, I'll tell you.
Well, catchers should know what's going on.
Greg Harris, yeah. Harris got a hit his first time up.
Of course, as soon as they look for the ball on the inside, they're going to get the breaking ball on the outside, and then they'll be upset about that too.
That's for sure. 1 ball, 1 strike on Harris. Harris, an .089 lifetime hitter, batting .222 this year. Schilling may have relaxed a little bit when he faced Harris last time, but he sure isn't relaxing here.
Well, that last fastball was not a relaxed fastball at all.
Harris thinks about bunting. It's a strike. He didn't offer at it, but it was over the plate. 1-2.
Schilling in a position right now after the leadoff double by Gardner. Gets the great play from Jordan at first base and says, you know, when you get a defensive play like that, you don't want to waste it. Go ahead and get the rest of these guys now.
Bad swing by Harris. He strikes out. And Schilling has 4 strikeouts in the ball game. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 1. And after 5, it's 2-0 Phillies.
If you want your car done right, it has to be done by the right people.
We take care of our customers. We do the job right.
Quality all the way.
Experience counts. The customer comes first. Satisfaction guaranteed.
We're only as good as our people. That's why Jiffy Lube is America's favorite oil change.
We got experience at Jiffy Lube. You can feel it deep inside. You're the one with a real
7 big games are coming up. First, the Expos. Thursday, May 20th. Friday, May 21st. Instant vacation night, Saturday, May 22nd. And Sunday afternoon, May 23rd, when all kids 14 and under get a free equipment bag. Then it's the Mets. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, May 24th, 25th, and 26th, all at 7:35. Call 463-1000.
Padres baseball card.
Instant vacation night coming up at the Vet again this year. This is going to be Friday, May 21st. Phillies in the Expos that night. Pack your bags. Be ready to leave on the spot to one of many exciting locations such as Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, Chicago, Boston. Trips are compliments of Rosenbluth Travel, guest quarters, and U.S. Air. No purchase necessary to win. Just report to the stadium truck ramp between gates G and H starting at 6 o'clock. Trips are for 2. You must be 18 years of age or older. The number to call for your tickets, 463-1000, or you can stop by the Veterans Stadium ticket office and you'll see the Phillies and the Expos. Morandini has struck out and grounded out. Phillies are ahead 2-0. Ball and a strike on Mickey. He'll be followed by Jordan and Hollins. Phillies ahead 2-0, but they want some more. Got both those runs in the 4th inning.
Ready. Ready.
This is an inning where the Phillies are in a good position to tack onto that lead. 2, 3, 4 hitters to start it off.
Mickey flares one to left field, but Sherman playing just right. 1 out. Ricky Jordan, he has 2 hits tonight, both singles, has scored 1 of the runs.
And he gets a star on the scorecard for his defensive play.
Oh, you bet. And a .583 batting average. Somebody take a picture of that. Curveball hit hard, but just foul. Foul by a foot. Ricky saw that one all the way. It was a hanger. California has broken the tie with the Yankees to lead 2-0 at Anaheim in the 5th inning tonight. Hit hard to center field, but Bell may have room for this one. Yep. Just before stepping on the track, a deep fly ball for the 2nd out. 2 down. In steps Dave Holland.
15, third baseman
Dave ripped a double his last time up to knock in the first run of the ball game. Line to Gwynn on the warning track and right his first time up, so he's hit the ball hard. He's 1 for 2. Greg Harris at times in his career has been used as a relief pitcher. He has 2 saves against the Phillies. Last year he was used exclusively as a starter. Two and nothing. His own old friend here at the game tonight, Ray Boone, father of ex-Phil's catcher Bob Boone. He's here scouting tonight. Saw where the youngster just got sent down by Seattle. Brett.
Yeah, Brett was just sent down when they activated Wally Backman. 3 generations of Boones in the big leagues.
Amazing. The 2-1 pitch. Curveball misses. 3 balls and a strike. Now what's Hollins thinking here? To get a pitch in a particular zone that he would like?
Look for either a fastball or a hanging curve in this situation. If it's not a pitch that you can hit hard, pass it and go to 3-2.
Walked him. Harris probably not terribly unhappy about that, although that is his first walk of the game. Now he faces Dalton. He's handled Dutch tonight, a pop up to third and a ground ball to McGriff.
Ready. Ready.
Darren, with all the walks he's received, is 6th in the league in on-base percentage, a .447 on-base mark for Dalton. Ground ball softly hit to Gardner. He'll make this play. And the Phillies have been retired. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel. No runs, no hits, one left. We go to the last of the sixth. 2-0 Phillies.
We need to talk. You see, you and I have something in common.
Batman returns.
Batman. To destroy Batman, we must first turn him into what he hates the most. Namely, us.
Batman returns.
Assistant bank manager, a real go-getter. But tonight, she's Sally Camp, pizza delivery girl. You see, Sally thinks she has to drive to get great pizza. It's like she's working for the local pizzeria. Come on, Sally. Wake up and smell the mozzarella. Call Pizza Hut Delivery for delicious piping hot pizza. And right now, get a large Neapolitan pizza for $6.99 or 2 for $10.99. Hey, Sal, get off the road and phone it in. Why pick up? Pizza Hut delivers.
Hi, I'm Mickey Morandini of the Phillies. When I make the plays at second base, I depend on my Rawlings glove. It's a choice of the pros. At Gold Medal Sporting Goods, you'll find a great selection of Rawlings gloves, balls, and equipment. Plus, Gold Medal is the official retail outlets of the Phillies. So team up with Rawlings and me at any one of the Gold Medal Sporting Goods stores in the Delaware Valley, where you'll find the best service, selection, and prices around.
Sunday, May 23rd, when the Phillies play the Expos at 1:35. We've got a terrific equipment bag, a full-size equipment bag in red and blue with the Phillies logo right on it. It comes for all children 14 and under, compliments of Super Pretzel. A great day to bring out the family. Make your plans early and call to order your tickets by phone or stop by one of the many local Ticketmaster locations. Curt Schilling pitching a 3-hit shutout at this juncture. We go to the last half of the sixth inning. The Padres at the top of their lineup. Darryl Sherman, he's grounded to short, fly to shallow left, 0 for 2. Sherman was the Padres' 6th round draft choice in 1989. Then in 91, he was in December of that year, he was drafted by Baltimore in the Rule 5 draft, but he was returned in March of that year. Throws the bat, fouls it back. Teak with Schilling already having pitched 2 complete game shutouts and working on another one here. The obvious question is, since he was pretty much always a starter in the minor leagues, why did teams keep trying to make him a relief pitcher when he got to the big league?
I really can't understand it. Baltimore, you know, when you look at his minor league numbers, he's had some real good numbers as a starting pitcher, and then he'd come up to Baltimore and they'd put him in the bullpen, and he would not do well in the bullpen. Normally it was at the end of the season. The one year that he did come up with Baltimore and he started 35 games in 1990. He only had a 1-2 record, but he had a 254 earned run average. Again, Houston gets him, they put him in the bullpen, and a guy that's that big, he needs to work. He needs to be out there and really flourished starting last year when he got out of the bullpen and got into that starting rotation where he could get the innings, where he could get the work that he really needed to stay sharp.
Bouncer on the right side, foul ball. 2 years ago, when he was with Houston, he was anointed their closer right out of spring training, and 6 weeks later he was in the minor leagues.
But when you look back on it, really nowhere in his career had he had success as a reliever. Yet Houston needed somebody to close. Curt threw hard, so they said, well, this guy will be right. But some guys need innings and some guys need appearances. Curt's the kind of guy, he needs innings to stay sharp, to be on top of his game. And not as much a surprise, I don't think, to Jim Fregosi and the Phillies that he did well when he went into the starting rotation as it has been to a lot of other people.
No, I think the reason that he wasn't a starter right from the very day they got him was because their rotation was set at that point. The Phillies acquired him the final day of Florida spring training 2 years ago, or last year I should say, and it was just a matter of time until Jim got him into the rotation. I think he knew right from the get-go that that was going to be his eventual role. Foul ball.
I'll tell you, he's in the rotation now, and he's going to be there for a while.
Well, you know, it's interesting if teams stack up their rotations with numbers. I mean, Mulholland's number 1, Schilling's number 2, Cox number 3, or Jackson, I should say, number 3. Called out on strike, Schilling's 5th. I think those numbers mean a lot to the players involved. I mean, I think, you know, if you're a number 1 guy on the staff, that's an important important number.
Ooh. Right on the inside corner. Nice call.
It's a little love tap.
Very seldom do players congratulate umpires for calling them out on the 3rd strike, but I believe Sherman just did.
Tony Gwynn. Tony has struck out and lined into a double play. That ball was caught by Holland when he lined out. Here's a long foul ball down the left field side. 1-1 on Tony. You talk about a number of a pitcher, you know, number 1 starter, number 2 starter. Can that number change during the year?
Almost definitely.
Ooh. Off Schilling, deflected to Morandini. Mickey guns it to first, and another great grab by Jordan. Morandini didn't have to hurry quite as much as he did, and Jordan saved another one.
Well, we've seen it once with the glove diving into the hole, and now he goes to that backhand pick. Guys that can play first base, they love it. This ball bounces off of Schilling. Mickey thinks that he has to hurry this ball because it was deflected, rushes it into the ground, but I mean, Ricky just very calmly shifts over there and makes the play.
Mickey had a little more time than he realized.
And that's not that easy a play, and he's kind of, beep, I got it. Don't worry about it. Just get it in the area, I'll catch it.
And that big grin on his face. Sheffield 1 for 2, a double. Sheffield is the only Padre to reach 3rd base in this game for San Diego. Gary Sheffield had worn out his welcome mat in Milwaukee. And the change of scenery did him as much good as it possibly could do anybody. He was, you know, supposed to be one of those bad characters in Milwaukee. But people here in San Diego say he's been nothing but a model citizen.
Well, in a game of baseball, sometimes you get a tag, and it doesn't matter what you do, it's hard to shake. And I believe, you know, that happened in Milwaukee with Sheffield. He was just anointed as the bad guy, and there was nothing he was going to do to change it.
Injuries had a lot to do with that. No swing. That's the appeal made to the first base umpire, Jerry Lane. We've got Paul Runge at second, Dana DeMuth at third tonight. We mentioned the plate umpire was Charlie Relaford. Schilling bare hands it. Can't get it. That'll be a base hit for Sheffield. Schilling did a pitcher's no-no there when he stuck up the meat hand. He's frustrated now. Look at his face.
Yeah. Yeah, he's already got hit with one ball off his leg, the ball that Gwynn hits. Now Sheffield, this ball's not really hit that hard. It's not that tough a play. Kurt, you know, falling off to the first base side, not really a risk of getting hurt with that pitch, but once it bounces away from him, then he hurries up and tries to pick the ball up, and
he slipped too.
Then he slips and his foot falls out from under him and everything came apart on him. But you know, natural reaction as a pitcher is to go get the ball. You don't think about the other things.
So he's got to face McGriff now, and that's great. Kurt gets up on the mound. He says, come on, go. Let's get the next hitter in there. Let's go. That was only the 4th hit for San Diego.
The thing that concerns me more than anything about that play was the slip at the end of it.
Yeah, that's true with that bad leg. Well, they're hitting them back through the middle right now, aren't they? That's the 3rd ball this inning on which Schilling was in jeopardy. Freddie McGriff gets a well-needed hit for him. He's really been struggling lately.
Sometimes you feel like you're a ball magnet when you're out there on the mound. Hit once, one off the hand, and this one whistled right by your ear up the middle. What happens on that, too, is, you know, it's an alarm goes off in your head. You're saying, hey, if they're hitting the ball right back up the middle consistently, they're right on my pitches. It's time to start changing a little bit of the timing, you know, so go some off-speed stuff, put a little extra on, or move the location around a little bit, because right now these Padre hitters have zeroed in on Schilling.
In steps Derek Bell. tying runs on base for San Diego. Bell has struck out and flied to right. It's a 2-0 Phillies lead. 2 outs in the inning. St. Louis and Colorado now tied 5-5. They're in the 6th inning at Denver. There are the runners for San Diego. Sheffield second, McGriff at first. Did Bell chase? He did. Umpire at first, Jerry Lane, says it's a strike. Johnny Padres, John Vukovic. Schilling's lifetime earned run average against San Diego, 1.90. Bell fly ball right field. Digging hard, Incaviglia, look out, Morandini, oh, look out, oh, collision, Morandini and Incaviglia. Mickey hung on to the ball and Inky is hurt. Courageous by Morandini, he had to know that collision was coming. Incaviglia slow getting up.
Mickey's a little groggy too. I think they both hit straight up.
Oh boy. Ball caught for the final out of the inning, but let's watch it again. You could see it was coming.
One of those in-between balls. Mickey gets it. Looks like Mickey's head hits right into Inky's chest. Fortunately, Inky's just a little bit taller.
You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel.
I want you to see something, Rod. She has a gift. Watch this.
Hey, you okay, honey? I just
Hey, it raises 5 of them, man. Yeah, I know. My girl. I never made it with another sergeant before.
Shut up, Rex.
They're back, and they're bringing down the house. Lethal Weapon 3.
When Bob borrowed a lawnmower, all he got was short grass. When Bob borrowed hedge clippers, all he got was nice shrubs. When Bob borrowed a ladder, all he got was red shutters. When Bob borrowed a hose, all he got was wet. But when Bob borrowed money, he got free banking services. The Mellon PSFS Smart Accounts. The package accounts for people who borrow as well as save.
The metal cylinder is secured and turned in a counterclockwise motion, causing the internal railing to rise and disengage. It's easy to make something as simple as opening a jar complex. The challenge is making the complex simple. But that's what we do at Bell Atlantic Mobile. We take cutting-edge technology and place it comfortably in your hands. Bell Atlantic Mobile. Advanced technology and people who make it mean something.
Here's Incaviglia, Andy Musser with Kent Tekulve as we go to the 7th inning. The Phillies lead 2-0, and here's that play again. Look out.
Mickey's shoulder caught Inky right in the chest. Looks like Inky sees this right at the last second. He sees Mickey come out, tries to reach out with his hand to slow it up, but there's just too much. That's one of those in-between balls that really neither player can call. It's just, you know, the last second, nobody knows if they can get there, and there's just not much you can do to avoid a collision on that play.
Inky sends a high drive out into right field. Tony Gwynn is there. Incaviglia retired for the first out of the 7th. Phillies on top 2-0.
The good news is that both of them are up and moving around. That was a very dangerous situation.
Mickey apparently got a little cut on his lip.
A little cut on his mouth or inside of his mouth. Just a slight angle when they collided. Mickey's shoulder and the side of his face hit into Incaviglia's chest, and maybe even caught part of Inky's chin.
Thompson. Curveball for a strike to Milt. He's 0 for 2. Milt has struck out and hit the ball to shortstop into a force out. Good mileage out of that curveball tonight for Harris. Typical of him. Going in, 1-2 the count. Candlestick Park, no runs tonight. Giants and the New York Mets, 0-0 in the fourth. Curveball gets him. Third strikeout for Harris.
Milt's been out in front all night long. He can't stay back on Harris. You can see that he lunges.
Shortstop,
The bat is passing through the hitting zone before the ball is getting there. The Harris off-speed pitch has really got Milt off stride.
Was that the curve or changeup that time?
Couldn't tell.
Couldn't tell
It
either.
was off-speed. It wasn't the fastball.
I thought it was the curve when I saw it live. Then when I saw the replay, I thought it might be the changeup. This is Duncan. Mariano was 0 for 2. Hit a topper in front of the plate that Walters played, then grounded out to shortstop. Here's a fly for Gwynn. And Tony is there, and the Phillies have gone quickly. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel. Go to the bottom half of the seventh. 2-0 Phillies.
It's kid as play. 50% of it is attitude and style. And play is kid.
You're gonna be Blade Brown. You gotta know where Blade Brown comes from.
Thought you crawled out from under a rock.
And they're a class act.
Come on, man, that ain't half of what went down. How about giving a brother some credit?
Yeah, you heard him. Give him some credit.
Oh, very funny. Talk about bringing a brother down.
Hi, I'm Dick Vermeer with a Blue Cross health tip. What is the recommended daily allowance for fat? Women should limit their fat intake to less than 53 grams per day. And men should try to eat less than 73 grams of fat per day. A helpful guideline is to keep fat at no more than 30% of your total calories.
Did you know Texaco puts System 3 in every grade of gasoline?
System 3 gets high marks in every grade, which is a lot better than I ever did.
My dad says Texaco puts System 3 in every grade. I'm in the 4th grade.
Of course. That's why I always fill up with System 3. What do I look like? Don't say it.
Visit your Texaco station.
I can get the tires rotated, the car lubed, and still get home in time for the game.
Mow the lawn.
For unbeatable System 3 gasolines and so much more.
Mow the lawn.
Mow the lawn.
Phillies baseball day camps for boys and girls 7 to 14 years of age. 12 great locations. Plus get to enjoy a day of fun at the vet. Call 215-642-8585. That's 215-642-8585. Fans here have had their stretch. We go to the bottom half of the 7th inning, and it's still 2-0 Phillies. There was almost a no-hitter here in San Diego last night. Andy Benes pitching for the Padres. Broken up in the 7th inning by Moises Alou, who later on hit a home run. But Andy Benes has been pitching great baseball for San Diego. Here's a pop-up shallow center field. Duncan giving way to Dykstra. There's not going to be another collision on that one. That one was in the air too long.
Yeah, there was some time to communicate on that play right there. Ball on the air. Dykstra knew that he could get there, and as soon as the outfielder knows he can get to the ball, he makes the call right away. Mariano says, okay, now this is not quite as big of a person as Incaviglia that you're going to run into, but you never want to run together.
Not if there's any way to avoid it. A jam job on Shipley. That ball was right on his thumbs. He's out. Schilling gets another one right back at him. This time he handles it. 2 out.
Number 11, catcher Dan Walters.
See if the Phillies can get through this inning with a little less, fewer chances of putting your players in jeopardy. Last inning, Schilling getting hit. A ball right past his head. The collision. Don't have too many innings like that in the ball game.
Tim Scott is up in the Padre bullpen. They'll be getting ready to hit for Harris here if need be. Although Harris is in the on-deck circle, but you know he won't bat. Walters has flied to left and struck out. There's the big right-hander, Scott. Detroit and Texas go to the 10th inning in a 5-5 tie. 2 balls and a strike. Hard hit, but to Duncan. Mariano's got it. Walters is out, and down go the Padres 1-2-3. After 7, 2-0 Phillies.
Did you know Texaco puts System 3 in every grade of gasoline?
System 3 gets high marks in every grade, which is a lot better than I ever did.
My dad says Texaco puts System 3 in every grade. I'm in the 4th grade.
Of course. That's why I always fill up with System 3. What do I look like? Don't say it.
Visit your Texaco station.
I can get the tires rotated, the car lubed, and still get home in time for the game.
Mow the lawn.
For unbeatable System 3 gasolines and so much more.
Mow the lawn.
Mow the lawn.
I'm a real wild one, wild one.
When it comes to clean, fresh taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Up, Southport.
Bud Light delivers.
Phillies baseball on Sports Channel is brought to you by Budweiser. Fresh, pure, natural, proud to be your Bud. By Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company. And by the Pennsylvania Lottery, a participating advertiser in Phillies baseball. Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. Teak, I'm going to test your descriptive abilities right here. Here's a play that Mariano Duncan just made. How would you describe it?
Well, when you get the ball hit at you sharply, you try to get it any way you can. Preferably, Mariano would have liked to have done this a little differently, but get in front of it, especially on that short hop. Got the job done. Probably, as I said, probably would have preferred to use the inside of the glove rather than the way he did it, but all's well that ends well.
They always tell you to get your body in front of the ball, right? Schilling leads off the 8th inning. 0 for 2 as a hitter tonight, both ground outs. Schill still looking for a hit. He's 0 for 10 this year. But as he says, I'm not striking out. And that's true. He struck out just once all year. Harrison, his last inning of work, he would have been out of the game by now had the Padres gotten a base runner in the bottom of the 7th. The pitcher's objective always is to keep his team in the game, and Greg Harris has done that tonight. 2 runs over 7 innings. Now into the 8th inning. He's done a nice job. Strike 2. 2-2 on Schilling. In play, back of second, Gardner back, and Schilling has been retired. And now the top of the lineup.
Center fielder, Lenny Dykstra.
Lenny Dykstra 1 for 3 this evening. Lenny broke an 0 for 11 with a hit his first time up. Single to center. In the meantime has flied to right and grounded to second. Lenny taking a little extra time here to let Schilling get back. Curveball floats in high, ball 1. The Phillies' 1-loss record is so dramatically different when Dykstra's in the lineup. And it's obvious. It's one of the keys to this season to keep him healthy and keep him in there. And even now he's not hitting much, but he's scoring a lot of runs. He's drawing a lot of walks, and he's playing good defense. Strike on the inside corner. Lenny was giving ground. Relaford says it's a strike.
Well, to this point in the season, Lenny Dykstra is living proof of a walk is as good as a hit. Here we see a pretty good pitch by Harris on the inside. Looked like Lenny was looking out over the plate, fooled by that pitch. But a walk is as good as a hit, and Lenny's been able to turn a lot of those walks into runs for the Phillies.
Hard hit and a base hit, his second of the ball game. Dykstra a single to right field. Phillies hit number 6. The Phillies' first hit since the 4th inning, by the way.
Second baseman, Mickey Morandini.
Here's Morandini. We'll see if Mickey's going to show any ill effects at the plate of that collision he had with Incaviglia. Mickey has struck out, grounded to second, fly to left. Years ago, Phillies shortstop Larry Boa crashed into Phillies left fielder Greg Luzinski on a similar type play, a pop-up in the field. Boa still talks about that play. I doubt if the Bull even remembers it.
Flies out here on the field.
Fly ball hit to left field. Sheridan is back, or Sherman I should say, but he's there for the catch. So Morandini is out. Dykstra returns to first base, and there are 2 outs in the inning.
You know, just thinking back to the way Boa was always on Luzinski anyway. I can just imagine what the conversation was after the 2 of them ran together.
Yeah. There's Bonesy. He's the third base coach and doing a terrific job at that spot.
And boy, was he an agitator.
And still is, I might add. Jordan, Ricky 2 out of 3 this evening. Side ball 1 to Ricky. He scored one of the 2 Phillies runs. Harris might be facing his last batter if he gets Jordan. Curveball hits it hard. It's a gapper. Ricky Jordan with his 3rd hit of the ball game for the 2nd night in a row. Dykstra to the plate. He scores and tumbles across the plate. And the Phillies lead it 3-0 on a double by Jordan. So the Phillies held hitless since the 4th inning, come back and tack on a run.
Well, when you live by the curveball, you're going to die by the hanger. And right there, that was the classic hanger. The same pitch that Jordan hit a little earlier in the game. Again, got it up in the strike zone, did not break. With 2 outs, Dykstra's moving all the way. It looked as if Lenny thought the throw was going to get there a little sooner, and Walters was going to try to block the bait. Lenny, of course, is going to try to take on the 230-pound Walters. Goes into a little full roll across the plate.
Padres making a pitching change here. So Greg Harris leaves the ball game after 7 2/3 innings. Gives up the extra run here. And the Padres will try to get Hollins out here to end the inning. Lenny Dykstra rolling across the plate. Pitching change here in San Diego. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the Padres.
Mickey O'Neill had it all.
Bring the ladies another bottle of champagne.
A beautiful girlfriend.
Mickey, I love you.
A popular nightclub. And a way with words.
There are those who find a kind of giving in their taking. What's me? Whoa!
Until he went too far and lost it all. Hear my song. The story of Mickey O'Neill's magical journey to find the one man who can bring it all back.
The man went AWOL 25 years ago. You know he's not dead. God spare him.
I know he's here, Fenton.
His journey will lead him into a world he never knew existed, where anything can happen. Introducing Adrian Dunbar and Tara Fitzgerald, and starring Ned Beatty as the one man who can bring them back together.
26-year-old right-hander Tim Scott comes on to try to get the last out of the inning. Phillies ahead 3-0. Scott has been in the right place at the right time. He's won 2 games out of the bullpen. And a 1.74 earned run average for Scott, who makes his 8th appearance tonight. He beat the Phillies in his first ever appearance against them in July of last year. That was July 11th. He won a ball game against the Phillies 3-2 in 11 innings. He is from Hanford, California, 6'2", 205 pounds. Dave Hollins will bat. Dave is 1 for 2 RBI double. He's also drawn a walk. Ricky Jordan has been on fire. Jordan with 3 more hits tonight following a 3-hit game for him yesterday. Scott probably in the ball game just to get this one hitter if he can do it. Bell coming on, can't, base hit. Jordan's going to score. RBI single for Hollins to make it 4-0 Phillies. So the Phillies come through again in the clutch here, and they've doubled their lead here in this inning.
Look, when that ball came off of Dave Hollins' bat, like it was going to be a routine play in center field, but he must have caught it out toward the end just a little bit, and it just died in short center field. Derek Bell came on, but had no chance to make a play. So Ricky's able to score from second base and tack on another run for the Phils.
Ricky scored half of them tonight. Darren Dalton is at the plate. Takes it low, ball one. Darren is 0 for 3. I thought that ball was going to be caught too, but you're right, it must have been off the end.
It just died when it went out there.
Dave Hollins with 2 runs batted in tonight to give him 15 for the year. Dalton takes away. The 15 RBIs gives Hollins the team lead. John Kruk, 14 runs batted in. Walters moves outside. Pitch catches the corner. 2-1. Way outside. Jeremy Hernandez is warming for San Diego because Scott's going to give way to a pinch hitter in the bottom half of the inning. Dalton crushes it to center field, but Bell will catch this one. Dalton is retired. Down go the Phillies, but not before doubling their lead. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 left. Go to the last of the 8th. 4-0 Phillies.
Major League Baseball Home Video presents...
We're back!
Now it can be heard, the sounds of baseball. This is the baseball video that puts you on the field to hear the game as never before.
Base hit, we gotta take the lead right here. Take the lead. First inning.
You're gonna put him in jail?
I'm not gonna put him in jail.
Right in the bad box. You never go. It up? He's not making it up.
Host Tommy Lasorda takes you behind the closed doors to reveal the secret strategy in team meetings and some Major League Clubhouse practical jokes. Plus, candid moments with today's superstars. Now it can be heard.
Yeah.
Do you want to order?
Yeah.
Well, to order, send check or money order to this address. Or use your credit card and call 1-800-255-9200. That's 1-800-255-9200.
Any professional painter will tell you that if you want results like these, you gotta know the tricks of the trade. You gotta ask Sherwin-Williams. Now, these are guys you can trust. They've got good paint, good price, good advice. Guaranteed. Want to know something? I didn't paint this house. The guy that lives there did. Hey, fella, nice job. This guy knows what the pros know. Ask Sherwin-Williams.
Sunday afternoon, May 23rd at 1:35, the Phillies battle the Expos. And children 14 and under get a really great-looking equipment bag free. Compliments of Super Pretzel. Now, there's a twist. To order tickets, call 463-1000.
Phil's return from this California trip on Friday, May 7th to meet the St. Louis Cardinals. That'll be a weekend series. Friday, 7:35. Saturday, 7:05. Sunday, the 9th of May at 1:35 on Umbrella Day. Then the Pirates in for 3. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, May 10, 11, and 12. All of them at 7:35. Order your tickets easily by phone. Simply call 463-1000. Kurt Stillwell is pinch hitting for San Diego, and the Phillies have made a defensive change. They put Jim Eisenreich in right field, replacing Incaviglia. Stillwell just off the disabled list today, getting his first at-bat of the year. Stillwell hit .227 for San Diego last year with a pair of homers and 24 RBIs, playing most of his time at second base. He's a .250 lifetime hitter in the big leagues. He's batting for Scott with the Phillies ahead 4-0, bottom half of the 8th inning. Curt Schilling with a 5-hit shutout. Fouled out of play. Schilling coming off a shutout against the Dodgers on Friday, Teague, so he's got a string of them going here.
That's some nice work going.
The count is full on the pinch hitter Stillwell. Curt, 27 years of age, from nearby Poway, California. Fly ball, center field, Dykstra territory. 1 out on the 8th. Now the top of the lineup, and Darrell Sherman. By the way, the Phillies made a roster move today. They had to place rookie catcher Todd Pratt on the 15-day DL as a result of that sprained ankle he suffered against the Giants yesterday. And Pratt hurt that ankle in the 9th inning while he was at the plate. As a replacement, the Phillies have called up 25-year-old catcher Doug Lindsay. Lindsay is in San Diego. He's down in the bullpen tonight, helping out. Lindsay, by the way, played one major league game, the final game of the season 2 years ago, and that was the day that David Cone struck out 19. He got Lindsay 3 times. That was his only game in the majors.
Welcome to the big leagues.
Really. Lindsay said tonight, he says, as long as he's in the American League, I'm happy.
And so are a lot of other guys in the National League.
Yeah, Lindsay needn't feel picked on. There were a lot of guys been struck out by David Cone.
Well, Cone got beat out last year by 1 by John Smoltz to lead the National League in strikeouts, and spent the last month of the season in the American League.
Isn't that something? The 1-2 pitch. Jammed him. Danny Jackson, he will pitch here tomorrow, 4 o'clock Eastern time, against a right-hander, Frank Seminara.
Looks like DJ's already starting to get his game face on.
It does.
I figures it's a day game tomorrow. He's going to have to speed the process up a little bit. So we'll start into our game face tonight.
First day or 2 in California, you are on a different time zone, you know. There's a little looper. It's a base hit. Sherman deposits one. Kind of fisted that ball into center field. Hit number 6 for San Diego.
Right fielder.
Well, Schilling's been running the ball inside on Sherman. Does it again. Sherman just pulls the hands in. Doesn't hit the ball hard, but is able to loop it into center field. So you just got to give Sherman a little bit of credit on that one. That's a pretty good hit by a young player right there to be able to hit that good hard Schilling fastball on the inside part of the plate and fight it over the infield.
Tony Gwynn 0 for 3 tonight. Strikeout, line drive to third, and a hopper that was hit hard, deflected off Schilling to Morandini, who got him. So Gwynn looked bad in his first at bat, has hit screaming hard balls the second 2 times up. Schilling has to work through the heart of this order one more time. Darren Dalton calls time, thinks that Schilling could be tiring a bit. Total tickets sold tonight, 10,905. Montreal and the Dodgers tied now. That's a 1-1 ball game in the 4th. The Mets and Giants still scoreless in the 5th. Colorado has moved on top of the Cardinals 6-5 in the 8th. Strike. 2-1 on Gwynn. Bergozzi, Vukovic, and Johnny Padres out of your pitcher, keeping a close eye on Curt Schilling at this point. And the Phillies bullpen is active now. First time tonight there's been activity down there. Larry Anderson's the right-hander and David West is the left-hander.
Well, Jim and Pods, they know that Schilling threw the complete game the last time. So, if he's going to have a tendency to get tired, he's going to start, having a tendency to get tired at the end of this ball game.
There's Tony Gwynn, base hit, and Dykstra tries to block it. It gets away. Dykstra maybe should have played that a bit more cautiously. Tony Gwynn singles for his first hit of the game, and the Padres have 2 on with 1 out. Johnny Padres coming out of the dugout.
Yeah, Lenny on this play right here, he's coming in and really did not have a chance to catch the ball. The ball was way in front. Should have backed off at the last second and tried to play the ball on a hop. Hold the lead runner, Sherman, at second base, but he had already committed himself and decided, well, once I'm out of position, he did the right thing. He made sure that he blocked the ball with his body and didn't let it go to the wall in center field.
Teak, you have to look back now and say that those extra 2 runs the Phillies got in the top half of the inning are probably keeping Curt Schilling in the ball game.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt about it right now.
Sheffield, he has 2 hits tonight, a double and a single, 2 out of 3. His single was the one that was hit back to the mound that Schilling barehanded and scrambled after and couldn't quite come up with.
With the Padres down by 4 runs, this is the inning they have to make it happen because they've got a couple runners on already and they're in the middle of that lineup where they can try to get that one long ball to get themselves back in it. Once you get past this inning, they're going to be back down to the bottom of that order and the task is going to be much more difficult.
If Schilling doesn't get Sheffield, he could be gone because they've got a left-hander, McGriff, coming up next. Back, 2 balls and a strike on Gary Sheffield. Phillies have been pretty much in control till now. Sherman is only the second Padre to reach third base tonight. The other was Sheffield way back in the first inning. Just missed. 3-1 now on Sheffield. The bases are loaded and the Padres bring the tying run to the plate. The second batter walked by Schilling. Now McGriff got a hit his last time up. He has been struggling lately. And this is a tremendous amount of confidence shown by Jim Fregosi and his pitcher. Schilling, one of the few guys who would be allowed to continue in a spot like this. Fly ball to right field. It's going to ruin the shutout. Eisenreich is there. He makes the catch. 2 runners are tagging. Sherman to score. Gwynn to reach third. And it's a 4-1 ball game, but there are 2 out in the 8th. McGriff, a sacrifice fly, run batted in.
At this point, don't worry about the shutout. Get out of this inning, and especially with McGriff up there with the bases loaded, even though he's not swinging the bat well this season, ever dangerous. So I think Jim Fregosi is very happy with that out right there.
The batter due is Bell. They may be preparing to pinch hit for him.
For the Padres, batting for the center fielder Bell. Number 23,
Guillermo Velasquez will bat.
Velasquez.
Going to bat for Bell at this point. They want to get the left-handed bat up there. He knows, does Riggleman, that this is his one shot at this ball game, so he's going to take it right here and get a left-handed bat up. Velasquez led all the minor leagues last year with 44 doubles while playing at Las Vegas. He's hitting .222 this year, and as a pinch hitter, he's 2 for 7.
And at Las Vegas last year, he also drove in 99 runs. So he's a guy that's used to hitting with men on base and used to getting the job done.
First pitch to him is a strike. Velasquez is from Mexicali, Mexico. 24-year-old rookie. 99 RBIs that Teak mentioned. Had him second in the Pacific Coast League. That's a strike.
Good pitch. Inside, outside. The outside fastball right here on the. Watch Dutch. He just puts the glove up. Kurt puts it right dead center.
Wow. Just a little low. 1-2. Schilling digging out of a jam here. Just a piece of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Velasquez. Another left-handed batter, Gardner, is on deck. Jimmy doesn't look too concerned about it, does he? 2-2.
Jimmy never looks too concerned, but you know that motor's always running.
Oh, yeah. Full count now. He will have Gary Sheffield, the runner at first base, taken off with the pitch. First and third, 2 outs. Velasquez representing the tying run in this game, and Gardner on deck. Hard hit, base hit. Padres get a run. Here goes Sheffield to third. A pinch single for Velasquez. It's a 4-2 ball game, and the Padres have the tying runs on base now, and I wouldn't be surprised Schilling will be coming out of there. Jimmy's coming out. Well, he'll never be criticized for doing this. This way, his pitcher doesn't have a chance to lose the ball game. Of course, he's still eligible to win it. Padres are going to put a pinch runner in at first, huh?
Yeah, Schilling, able to get to an 0-2 count on Velasquez and just kept going to that outside corner, not quite able to put it away. Went to 3-2 and had to give into the middle part of the strike zone, and Velasquez shot it into right field and drove in the run. But still an outstanding performance by Schilling this evening.
Absolutely. Ricky Gutierrez takes over as the runner down at first base. Larry Anderson coming on for the Phillies, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Uncle Ernie loves the Phillies, but he's such a lousy driver, he can never make it to the vet to see him play. He even got his insurance canceled trying. So to get Uncle Ernie off the road and into Veterans Stadium, we got him Prism.
Kruk, Dykstra, Dalton. The Phillies are gearing up for an exciting season, and Prism has 45 games from Veterans Stadium. To order Prism, dial 1-800-CABLE-ME. Call now and get installation for only $4.95 or a free upgrade.
I can't believe Uncle Ernie makes his living as a driving instructor.
Curt Schilling not able to finish it up tonight, but he pitched strong innings coming into this one. And he sits on the bench now leading this game 4-2 in search of his 4th win of the year. Here's Larry Anderson coming on, the ex-Padre, appearing in his 10th game for the Phillies. 1-0, 2.00 earned run average. He's pitched a total of 9 innings. 11 strikeouts for him in 9 innings. Left-handed batter at the plate, and yet Fregosi elected to bring in Anderson over West.
Well, he's just looking, Andy's got that little cut fastball that he throws. Try to keep the ball on the ground in the ballpark. David West more of a high fastball pitcher, and if you're trying to keep the ball in the ballpark, you want the guy that keeps the ball down in the strike zone.
Yeah, and I don't think that percentages are played at all times. West has done a terrific job for the Phillies. It's certainly no knock on him that he's not coming in here. Jeff Gardner is 1 for 3 tonight. He has grounded to second, doubled, and popped to center field. Here's Gardner. He represents the go-ahead run. Phillies lead at 4-2. Padres have 2 on with 2 outs in the 8th. Runner at third base is Sheffield. The runner at first base is Gutierrez. Larry Anderson will throw slider, 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 and cut fastball.
He'll mix up all of his pitches.
Once a decade.
You know, the other part of the strategy too, bringing Anderson in right here. If you bring the left-hander West in, Gardner, the second baseman, the automatic switch is Tim Tuffle, who's their best pinch hitter off the bench. So you keep Tuffle on the bench by doing it this way.
Yeah, I'm sure that figured heavily into the equation.
Tuffle, the most experienced player that the Padres have on their bench, and the most experienced pinch hitter. And much like Mariano Duncan, he is very much lopsided in his numbers against left-handed pitching.
Yeah, and a guy who has hurt the Phillies a lot over the years. That's a strike. This crowd has not yet gotten used to the fact that Rutherford calls him so slow.
Well, here's that cutter by Andy. Starts, stops, thinks it's a ball. Wrong. It's a strike.
1-2, the count on Gardner.
Real good chance you're going to see it again, Jeff.
Rolled on the ground to Duncan. Makes the play to Morandini. Force out to end the inning. So for the Padres, they're on the board. They've got 2 runs, 3 hits in the inning, 2 men left on base. And we go to the 9th, 4-2 Philly.
Mike's the first guy that ever explained life insurance in a way that we could understand it.
Making things clear is the part of my job I like best.
He showed us all the options that Nationwide has and even helped us choose.
It's training, seminars and updates. It just never stops at Nationwide.
With life insurance, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And we know Mike.
Agents like Mike are Nationwide.
Nationwide is on your side. You can feel it deep inside. Dedication and a real sense of pride. And you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud.
7 big games are coming up. First, the Expos. Thursday, May 20th. Friday, May 21st. Instant vacation night, Saturday, May 22nd. And Sunday afternoon, May 23rd, when all kids 14 and under get a free equipment bag. Then it's the Mets. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, May 24th, 25th, and 26th, all at 7:35. Call 463-1000.
Left to center field.
Just a reminder that our next telecast will be tomorrow at 4 o'clock on Sports Channel, the Phillies against the Padres. Friday night at 10:30 on PHL 17, the Phillies meet the LA Dodgers, and Saturday at 10, again, the Phillies against the Dodgers on PHL 17 from Dodger Stadium. Sherman goes from left field to center field for San Diego. Gutierrez remains in the game. He'll play in left. And Pat Gomez, a left-hander, is the new Padre pitcher.
Jim Eisenreich.
Gomez appears in his 10th ball game. He's 0-1, a 4.76 earned run average. The Phillies faced him last week at Veterans Stadium. Jim Eisenreich bats for the first time in the ball game. The Phillies lead at 4-2. We're in the 9th. Gomez, 25 years of age. He is from Roseville, California. Eisenreich, 318, no homers, 5 runs batted in. Eisenreich 6 for his last 9. Hits it hard, deep right field, over Gwynn's head. In play, just off the top of the wall. Eisy to second base. He's got a double to lead off the 9th. He missed the homer by about a foot.
Jim gets a fastball up in the strike zone. Gomez does not get the ball down. Left on left, the advantage that Jim Riggleman wanted, but Jim Eisenreich foils that. Almost hits it out of here. Tony Gwynn, the way he went back on the ball, I think he thought it was out of here. Just caught the very top of that fence out in right field. So now Riggleman has made his move. Here we see Tony Gwynn going back. He thinks it's out of here. Just barely off the top of that tarp on the fence.
The hitter is Milt Thompson. Milt's wanting to get the runner over to third base. The Phillies want to tack on a run here and take a 3-run margin into the bottom half of the inning, which incidentally will be pitched by the Wild Thing. So stick around. Thompson has struck out twice, grounded out to short once, 0 for 3. Bunt in the air. Gomez can't play it, kicks it, everybody's safe. It'll be a sacrifice for Thompson and maybe an error on Gomez. Are they going to score? Did he say
scored a base hit?
Base hit. How about that?
Not exactly what you want to do. Mildy bunts the ball in there. You want to get the ball down on the ground, but Gomez not able to get off the mound quick enough. And then once he does, tries to field a moving ball with the bare hand. When the ball is moving, field it with the glove. He tries to pick it up with the bare hand, kicks it away, and Mildy easily across the bag at first base. And Jim Riggleman on his way to the mound to make another pitching change.
This time he wants Hernandez. The right-hander Jeremy Hernandez is coming in the ball game. Hernandez was the losing pitcher at Veterans Stadium in the 14-inning game that the Phillies and Padres played on Tuesday the 20th. He gave up a home run in the 14th to John Kruk to settle the issue there. Jeremy Hernandez. Throws a very heavy sinker. Hernandez, 26 years of age, from Burbank, California. Hernandez was the Cardinals' second-round draft choice in the June free agent draft of 1987. He's 6'6", 195 pounds. You told me earlier, Tiki, you like this guy.
Yeah, I saw that, you know, he gave up the home run to Kruk and lost the ball game in the 14th inning in the vet. But I'll tell you what, to that point, he had thrown the ball a lot harder than I had heard it. He threw it. He had a very live fastball, a good live fastball that John Kruk finally caught up with one of them. But and he also features a forkball. Very good dipping forkball. So the stuff that he has is a little better than what was advertised for Jeremy Hernandez. There's the forkball. Now, unfortunately for the Philly hitters, he will not show it to him like that before he throws it in the game. See him setting it back in his hand.
Mariano Duncan is out to bat, of course, and then Wes Chamberlain is going to pinch hit for Larry Anderson. Phillies are ahead 4-2, but have a golden opportunity here to tack on some runs and make it easier in the bottom half of the 9th inning.
Now we see Wes listening up.
Wes has had one.
He's cranking it up.
Yeah, he really is. He's had one pinch hitting appearance since his injury. Duncan tonight 0 for 3. Mariano's been hitting the ball. You know, the Phillies have not lost a game that Duncan has started, and there's a base hit for him and an RBI. Eisenreich scores, and the Phillies lead it 5-2. Mariano Duncan greets Hernandez with a hit.
For the Phillies.
Mariano not waiting around. Jumps right on the first pitch from Hernandez. Gets a pitch out over the plate. Doesn't try to do too much with it. Just drives it into right field. That big hole on the right side of the infield. McGriff, of course, holding the corner with Milt Thompson over there at first base. So that whole right side was open, and Mariano just very nicely shot it right on through there.
Now here's Chamberlain. West batting at .327 with a pair of homers and 7 runs batted in. Chamberlain last seen on Monday night lining that ball hard right back to the pitcher, Brian Hickerson of the San Francisco Giants, and a miraculous catch by Hickerson. Oh, West swinging from the heels.
Well, he had cranked it up over there in the on-deck circle, and he must have got loose. Yeah, loosen the neck up too. Get it all loose. Everything's loose now.
Mets picked up a couple. They lead the Giants 2-0 in the 6th. Dodgers 2, Montreal 1, also in the 6th. Chamberlain sends a ground ball to short. Play to second 1, return to first. That's a double play. Thompson to third, but there are 2 outs as Chamberlain grounds into a 6-4-3 double play. Phillies have hit into the fewest double plays of any team in the league. That's only the 8th one they've grounded into, by far the fewest in the league. Dykstra with a chance to bat, and a 5-2 Phillies lead. Lenny 2 for 4 tonight, a pair of singles. He scored one of the runs. Lenny's 17th run, by the way. He came into the ball game tonight 4th in the league in runs scored. He's got that average up over the 200 mark again. He's batting .205 now.
And the Padres scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Phillies come back and get one of them back already and have the opportunity to get the other one. Get back to that 4-run lead.
Mitch Williams will pitch the bottom half of the inning, whether it's a save situation or not. He is warmed in the pen and ready to go, and nobody else was up. Hard hit to center field. Sherman is there. What a nice play by him. He played left field all night. That's his first play in center, and it was a good one. Well, the Phillies have tacked on 1 run. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 9th, 5-2 Phillies.
Everybody, this is Mina. He's from England and India, Africa. Anywhere else you from? Where's the food?
I'm mixed masala.
Hot and spicy.
Send them back to the reservation.
They're not that kind of Indian.
What you got on?
T-shirt.
Guess we got a lot in common.
What's wrong with you, boy? Don't you know the rules?
I ain't no saint.
People stick to their own kind. You're forced to accept that when you grow older.
I never thought I would fall in love with you. I see. So you think I ain't good enough for your daughter, is that it? You never told me that your family had trouble with black folks.
Pack your things. We're leaving Mississippi.
To soar with eagles, be the best. To win the industry's highest awards for quality, commit to excellence. Provide superior quality products and have the strength to offer them at more than 12,500 locations nationwide. More than any other major brand. Discover for yourself the difference quality can make. Fly with the new superpower.
Mitch Williams comes in to save it. The Phillies are ahead 5-2 as we go to the bottom half of the 9th inning. Appearance number 10 for Mitch. 7 saves, 1-0, and a 2.00 earned run average. Padres leadoff hitter will be their shortstop, Craig Shipley. The Phillies have 5 runs, 11 hits. The Padres 2 runs on 8 hits. Shipley takes a strike. Dan Walters on deck. Then they'll need a pinch hitter for Jeremy Hernandez. Base hit. Shipley starts the Padre 9th inning with a single to left. And now Walters coming up.
Catcher, number 11, Dan Walters.
Walters tonight is 0 for 3. He's flied to left, struck out, and grounded to short. Going to see Tim Tuffle somewhere along the line here. You know that.
He's stepping out in the on-deck circle right now.
There he is. Two balls and no strikes. Mitch Williams' numbers are very interesting this year. He's walked only 1 batter in his 9 innings.
12 strikeouts, 1 walk.
Incredible. That was close. He just missed on that pitch. 3 balls and no strikes on Dan Walters.
Yeah, that could be one of those pitches that your reputation gets called on you there. That was pretty close to the strike zone.
That's a strike. 3-1. Walk number 2 for him this year, and the Padres get the tying run to the plate in a tough pinch hitter. Here comes Padres out to talk with his ace reliever.
And you're getting dangerously close to the top of that Padre lineup again. Mr. Gwynn, Mr. Sheffield, and Mr. McGriff are lurking in the wings.
So the first 2 have reached against Mitch in a 5-2 Phillies lead. And Tuffle hitting at .353, 3 homers, 9 RBIs for Tuffle. You don't think of him as being a home run hitter, even though he's hit a pair against the Phillies twice. Ironically, he does not have a pinch hit this year. He's 0 for 3. Tuffle is being platooned at second base, so he's playing most of the time, or at least half the time anyway. Yeah. Padres are kind of loose on their bench. Tuffle had a 2 home run game against the Phillies last year here at San Diego on July 11th. Hit them both off Kyle Abbott. He takes a strike. He's had 4 2-home run games in his career.
And Mitch started him off with a curveball. We've seen that more from Mitch this year, using the breaking ball, especially early in the count on right-handed hitters. But the key to using it is you throw it, when you throw it, get it over the plate.
Low, 1 ball, 1 strike on Tuffle, 34 years of age. Tuffle out of Greenwich, Connecticut, in his 10th year of big league play. Nobody covering. Outside, ball 2. Phillies in the middle infield are looking for a double play. Mitch doesn't get a whole lot of double plays.
Now, usually that fastball by Mitch up in the strike zone.
Strike out or fly ball generally.
So we'll take one of those real double plays.
Look out. That's ball 3. It's 3-1 on Tuffle.
But at this point, we'd also take one of those fly balls.
Johnny Pod's going to the phone, going to get somebody up.
Toronto.
I think he said West. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what he said. Strike. Full count on Tuffle, the pinch hitter. There's West. He was up earlier. It shouldn't take David long. Fouled it back. It was a strike.
It was a good rip by Tuffle. He's sitting on fastball all the way. 3-2. Loaded it up. Just fouled it straight back.
Ball 4. Tying runs on base. Tuffle with the pinch walk to load him with nobody out.
Mitch throws the breaking ball. He thinks it's a strike. You can see his reaction. Thinks it broke in, and Charlie Relaford said no, it wrapped around the plate and was a little high. Tell you what, it takes a lot of nerve to throw a 3-2 breaking ball.
West is up and ready to go. The Padres. Phil Clark is at the plate for San Diego, batting for Darryl Sherman. Younger brother of a guy who used to play here, Gerald Clark. He's now in Colorado.
And you can look at Mr. Clark, but you can also look over. Oh, he's not there yet. Yeah, he is. Tony Gwynn in the on-deck circle. And Mitch has found a way to get to the middle of that Padre lineup.
Clark right on that pitch. He's 3 for 7 as a pinch hitter. Clark last year was with Detroit, and he batted .400. He batted .407, so he was the first player to hit at least 450 or more at bats since way back in 1982. Here's a ground ball staying fair. Hollins tags one. Throw to first. Scooped up by Jordan. There's contact, but an out is recorded. A double play with a run scoring. It's 5-3 now.
I believe Ricky got stepped on that play, too, over at first base. In the last week or so, David Hollins has been coming up short on his throws from third base. Here he gets the ball in plenty of time, catches it right by the bag, steps on the bag, and then just short hops the ball into Ricky Jordan. Comes up the line. Yeah, Ricky tries to get his feet out of the way, but is not able to move him out of there before he gets stepped on. Ricky appears to be all right. The Phillies do get the double play. The Padres get the run, but again, the Phillies will trade the run for the outs.
So there's a runner at second base with Gwynn up there. Tony's had 1 hit and 4 at-bats tonight. Gwynn hitting at .262 for the year. Hits the ball to shortstop. That ought to do it. Duncan to first. He gets it over there in time, and the Phillies have won the game 5-3. You're watching Phillies baseball on Sports Channel.
Mickey O'Neill had it all.
Bring the ladies another bottle of champagne.
A beautiful girlfriend.
Mickey, I love you.
A popular nightclub. And a way with words.
There are those who find a kind of giving in their taking. That's me. Whoa!
Until he went too far and lost it all. Hear My Song, the story of Mickey O'Neill's magical journey to find the one man who can bring it all back.
The man went AWOL 25 years ago. You know he's not dead. God spare him.
I know he's here, Fenton.
His journey will lead him into a world he never knew existed, where anything can happen. Introducing Adrian Dunbar and Tara Fitzgerald, and starring Ned Beatty as the one man who can bring them back together.
Right now, Chase is sending millions of hard-working Americans a little reward. The opportunity to get a Chase Manhattan credit card with a low variable rate, and the chance to consolidate your high-interest balances onto one low-rate card. Ours. So send in your pre-approved application. It'll be the easiest easiest thing you've done all day. Chase Manhattan. Profit from the experience.
Phillies baseball on Sports Channel was brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers, who reminds you to please drink responsibly because friends know when to say when. By your local Sherwin-Williams paint stores. The pros know, ask Sherwin-Williams, a participating sponsor of Major League Baseball. By Mellon PSFS, the official bank of the Phillies. By Bell & Pennsylvania Yellow Pages, no other book can match it, a Bell Atlantic company. By Texaco System 3 gasolines in every grade. System 3 helps restore performance to older cars. By Coca-Cola, it's always Coca-Cola. By Cento Fine Italian Foods, the company that says trust your family with our family. By Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield, carry us for life. Well, the Phillies won this ball game tonight. Phillies and the San Diego Padres, and outstanding job by Ricky Jordan. Also outstanding job by Mitch Williams, although he was a little, this was a little more like the Mitch of old tonight, coming in there, walking a couple of guys, giving up a hit. But the bottom line is he got the last 3 outs. Huh?
He got the last 3 outs. He got us up on the edge of our seat, as he's known to do in the past. And I think one of the keys was, Kurt Schilling, outstanding job all evening long. The Phillies finally in the 4th inning, get a couple runs and get on the board. Kurt holds the Padres down. Finally, 8th inning, the Phillies able to bust through, get a couple more runs. Padres answer, they get a couple runs, Phillies answer again. So it's a good team win. Kurt does a great job of getting out in front, and Ricky Jordan does it with the bat, and as we mentioned earlier, does it with the glove also.
After the long plane ride, it's not unusual that I think that Schilling couldn't finish the ball game tonight. His manager, Jim Fregosi, gave him every chance to do that because he has proved that he can be a horse and pitch a lot of innings. But I think he just came up a little short on the first day on the trip.
Well, the first day on the road trip, the 3-hour time change is rugged. Your body still thinks it's back on the East Coast, but it's really out here on the West Coast. So it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and your body's saying it's time to get it shut down. And Kurt just did an outstanding job, just battled all the way through. And even though I think he ran out of gas a little bit in the end, he was outstanding.
Our Texaco star of the game is going to be Ricky Jordan. He had another 3-hit ball game tonight, and Jordan has been simply outstanding in his stint filling in for John Kruk, so our congratulations to Ricky Jordan. Want to mention, too, that this was win number 15 for the Phillies tonight. 15-5 gives the Phillies the best April that they have ever had. Previous best was 1979.